about Haley Brand? That's your sister? I have her thing.
What grade do you teach? You need to like joke. What team?
Voyagers.
Do you know Cold Nuts?
Okay, Jimbo, we are going to go in 35-35.
Welcome to Sports Radio 1350's Football, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare sports medicine provider of the Your Revolution.
Henry has it, turns the corner, he's inside the 5, he's at the goal line, he's into the end zone. Andrew Henry, 7-yard touchdown run, would not be denied.
High school football plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports, and bringing you the best of the York Adams League every Friday night.
Campbell to throw, fires it, he has Terry Canes. Canes is into the backfield at the 20, tripped up at the 15, still going, he's into the end zone.
Now let's head out to the field with the call of tonight's game. Here's Ron Ruman.
And good evening and welcome to Week 9 of York Adams League High School Football here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK and GameTimePA.com. Tonight we're live from American Legion Field at Dallastown Area High School as the Wildcats host the Panthers of Central in a big Division I contest. This is Ron Ruman and my partner Gareth Hissong off tonight, so glad to be with you folks here this evening, and should be a good Division I contest as we mentioned, a lot on the line here tonight for these teams. For Central, this is really a must-win if they're going to, after next week. The Panthers come into tonight at 5-3 overall and 3-2 in the league, and they are the 8th seed in District 3 6A with the new classifications this year. So they need to win these final 2 games to get into the district playoffs. A win tonight also, depending on what Red Lion does. If the Lions lose, then the Panthers would still be alive for a tie for the division championship, although that's certainly a remote possibility, but it is there. But the district is on the line tonight. A loss tonight pretty much cooks Central's hopes for the postseason. Dallastown, on the other hand, a win tonight sends them to Red Lion next week with a chance to play for at least a share of the division championship in that big game, and we'll have it for you right here, so make sure you're with us from Horn Field. And Dallastown right now the 5 seed in District 3 6A, so a win tonight pretty much guarantees them a spot in the playoffs, and if they win these last 2, they will probably get a home game for that first round playoff game. So a lot on the line here tonight, and a beautiful night for high school football. Temperatures in the upper 50s, clear skies, the sun is setting to the west here, and just a beautiful setting for high school football on senior night, as they're going to be introducing the seniors and the football team, cheerleaders, band, and all the other folks who make the season go here. And this is the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 Game Time PA, and this is the Flying Feet pregame show. So anyway, we are just about ready to go, and it is as I mentioned, a beautiful night for high school football, so very glad that you are with us. We're going to take a break here, and when we return, we will have our coaches' interviews brought to you by Media One. It's Central at Dallastown on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on your home for local sports, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK and GameTimePA.com.
Cheerleading takes on many different forms across many different age groups. In other words,
this is not your mother's cheerleading squad.
Flying Feet. Today, cheering means youth pep squad, high school and college sideline squad, competition stunting squad, gymnastic tumbling squad, and every type of squad calls for different types of equipment. But no matter what they're cheering for, Flying Feet Sports Shoes has it. Flying Feet has been outfitting cheerleading programs throughout Central PA and Northern Maryland since 1982. They specialize in cheerleading shoes from Infinity, Kapa, and more. A large inventory of cheer and boycott shorts, bodysuits, and crop tops in all the right colors. Socks, warm-ups, carry bags, rain jackets, megaphones, pom-poms. Flying Feet has them all with prices that meet or beat internet suppliers. And because they're in stock, you can try them on.
Try doing that with your mouse.
Individuals, small squads, entire teams, no matter what you're cheering for. Flying Feet. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, a half-mile west of exit 18 off I-83.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone app or Android, and of course, GameTimePA.com.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. Tonight we're at Dallastown as the Wildcats host the Panthers of Central in a big Division I game here on our Media One Coaches Interview. And Panthers head coach Josh Oswald is with me. Josh, offensively, you've got a pretty balanced attack, out running and passing so far this year. You hope to have some balance tonight against the Wildcats as well?
Yeah, I mean, if we can get our offense going, both on the ground and in the air, we can continue to move this train moving in the right direction,
Dallastown is a team that's really a run-first team. They really to get the ground game going. Defensively, I would assume your key tonight was trying to make them throw if you can.
Yeah, they have a couple good backs and a nice quarterback that runs the system very well for Kevin. And, it's you know what they're going to do. They know that you know what they're going to do, and they're going to get it. Their mentality is they're going to do it regardless of whether you know or not.
Do you expect to try and put some guys up in the box a little bit more tonight and force that throw if you can?
I mean, the style of our defense is where it's gap control, and we don't need to make any additional adjustments. It's a zone style offense that they run. You don't want to load the box up too much because then you're getting your guys out of position. They just got to be able to get to their gap of responsibility and take care of business.
Talking to Josh Oswald, head coach of the Central Panthers tonight at Dallastown. Josh, we had your game a few weeks ago when you were at Spring Grove. You guys were really kind of getting handled. You got the big kickoff return for the touchdown. It really lit a spark. Is a big play, do you try and tell you guys, if we can get one of those big plays, maybe can light the fire?
That particular night, yes. We have been a team that we're slow to get moving. Whether it's a we don't really. Our first quarter has been our weakest, and we get stronger as the game goes on. And that was been our emphasis. Especially, last week we were down 14-0 and 21-6 at halftime. And, when you're playing good teams like Red Lion and good teams like Dallastown, you can't dig yourself whole. So we need to make sure we get off the bus tonight and come out right away.
Finally, this is obviously a big game for you guys. Win tonight keeps you with at least a shot if Red Lion would lose for the division, and also probably a win tonight it might be necessary to get into the district playoffs this year. What are you telling you guys about tonight's contest?
Hey, we're having a lot of fun. This has been a great year. I don't want it to end next Friday. I know you don't want it to end next Friday. So win tonight will keep us in good position to earn an extra game and take it as it comes.
All right, Josh, thanks so much and good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Back with more of our pregame show after these messages on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and of course, GameTimePA.com.
Your teams all the time. Your only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WI.
Welcome back to our pregame show tonight. We're at Dallastown as the Wildcats host the Panthers of Central, and Wildcat head coach Kevin Myers is with me. Kevin, offensively, you guys are really moving the ball on the ground, not so much through the air. You're going to try and get that ground game established tonight and then kind of see what the defense gives you and then throw it if you have to?
That's sort of our game plan every game. If it's working, we're going to keep going. And we've been successful with the few passes we've had to throw, so we're very comfortable where we're at, and if they stop the run game, we have a pass game to go to. And obviously, being an old traditional coach, you never run the ball.
Right. But when you look at Central now, they're pretty balanced, passing and running, so it makes it sort of a little more challenging defensively to prepare for them. But what do you see as your keys defensively tonight?
Biggest thing with them, obviously, like you said, they are balanced, but they come out with so many different formations, but they don't run a ton of different plays. But we've got to make sure we're aligned properly and not get big-eyed by, because we're going to see some new formations tonight. I know that they've shown different formations in every game, but I think we haven't prepared. This is what we're going to look for, and this is how we're going to play it. And then just from there, read our keys and make tackles.
Talking to Kevin Myers, head coach of the Dallastown Wildcats, on our Media One coaches interview tonight as the Wildcats host the Panthers of Central. We had a Central game out at Spring Grove. They were really being dominated by Spring Grove. They got a kickoff return for a touchdown, and that really turned the momentum. What do you have to watch for from the big plays from them?
Just that, big plays. Watching these over the last couple of weeks, they sort of been up and down a little bit, but they come up big when they need to. I mean, they were down to Northeastern and came back. Played Red Line tough last week. I believe they might even came back from the Spring Grove game as well. So they got some young kids at some positions, but they don't play young. Josh has done a great job with them over there. They play like an experienced team, but we got to come out and worry about what we do. As I've often say, we got to play our ball, read our keys, take care of our execution, and so be it from there. If we play well and they win, well, kudos to them. But if we play well, we feel we come up here and get the W.
Looking at the season now, Kevin, obviously tonight's a big night for you. A win tonight probably cements you into the districts, gives you a shot, I think, at possibly a home game there, and sets it up for next week to play Red Line kind of for all the marbles in the division and everything else. What do you tell you guys about the importance of this game?
They know. We don't have to talk. We've talked a little bit about now what the tradition of Dallastown is, Dallastown football, what it means to us. And we really take it 1 week at a time. We can't afford to sit here and say, hey, if we do that, we got to take care of the night, and that's all we've been talking about. And that's all we've ever done week by week is just we got to take care of the team in front of us, because we don't do that, what else matters? So I think we've done a good job with that, and dealing with teenagers. So, you see them Saturday and Sundays, and just want them to come out and play well, and that's all I can ask of them.
All right, Kevin, thanks so much, and good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Ron. Great job.
We'll be back with more of a pregame show after these messages on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or at 1399 South Queen Street, 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics. Unique Physique is your neighborhood gym in York. Young or old, it's the fitness center for you. Unique Physique has special classes for senior citizens like Zumba, chair yoga, and Silver and Fit Explore. Seniors, if your insurance has a Silver Sneakers or Silver and Fit plan, you can get a free membership at Unique Physique and 2 sessions with a trainer, also free. Achieve greater control of your health with physical activity and regular exercise. If you're looking for greater independence and a healthier life, call John Kirchner at 755-2639.
If you're buying new flooring, besides clicking around the internet, you need to see Wecker's Flooring Center. You'll be excited by Wecker's new design center for luxury vinyl tile. Wecker's expanded hardwood and laminate departments will impress you. And Wecker's variety of carpeting and warehouse truckload buys on remnants and rolls is unmatched. But the reason to choose Wecker's is trust. From the buying experience to the installation. That's why they're voted best 11 years running. Wecker's Flooring Center, Route 30, Hallam Exit.
There's only one place for local high school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
Thank you to the Quintana family.
And we are back here at Dallastown. Ron Rubin with you tonight. Gareth Hissong has the evening off. He'll be back next week. And it's the football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. The Wildcats hosting the Panthers of Central in a big one in Division I tonight. Time now for our Hunters Hill Ortho Look Around the League. A lot of big stuff going on here as we get to Week 9. And staying in Division 1, big one out at Spring Grove at Papermaker Stadium tonight. The Red Lion Lions have Jesse Shea. They are 8-0 and 5-0 in the league, so they are looking for a win tonight if they can get that one. Next week, we'll have the game at Hornfield, Dallastown and Red Lion, and a great traditional rivalry. And if Dallastown wins tonight, boy, that'll be for a whole lot of marbles. And Red Lion currently the 3 seed in District 3 6A, so a win tonight probably, well, certainly if they win out, they'll get a home game, and they would love to do that. I got to look for Red Lion to roll tonight. Spring Grove's a tough team, but they've been a little erratic. Southwestern is at Northeastern. That's an interesting game. The Mustangs 4-4 overall, 3-2 in the league, and the Bobcats 6-2 and 3-2. So both those teams theoretically still alive to tie for the division championship if Red Lion should lose the last two. But Northeastern, more importantly, in the district playoffs in 5A, they are currently the 3 seed. So if they win out, they will most likely get a home game. So I got to give it the Bobcats at home tonight with so much on the line. Tomorrow, New Oxford and York High at noon, and that is one of those teams going to get their first win this year. Since it's at home, I got to go with the Bearcats of York High. In Division 2, big one at Suburban. Gettysburg at Suburban. The Trojans, they're atop the division right now. They're 4-0, 6-2 overall. The Warriors of Gettysburg are 5-3 and 3-1. So if Suburban wins that one tonight, they will put themselves in shape for no worse than a tie for the division. And then they'll have a huge one at Eastern next week. And if Eastern wins tonight, that will be for a tie for the division. Suburban also currently the 7th seed in Quad A. District 3, 8 qualify. So Suburban probably needs to win these last 2 to get into districts, and they can get their 2nd straight division championship. That's a toss-up, but it's at home. I'm going to go with the Trojans. Eastern, a non-league game tonight. The Knights 4-4, 4-1 in the league, hosting Central from Martinsburg out near Altoona. That Central is they are 6-1. They're on a 8-1. They're on a 6-game winning streak. So that is going to be a tough one. It will be a great win if the Knights can get it. They need it to stay alive for the division championship, but that's going to be a tough one, and we'll see if they can pull it off. Eastern currently the 6th seed in AAA, 4 qualify, because they definitely need to win their last 2 to have any shot at the districts. Dover and West York tonight at West York, a great rivalry. Both those teams struggling this year, 2-6, both of them. Dover 1-3 in the league, West York 2-2. The Bulldogs riding the momentum of that great last-second win over Susquehannock last week. It's at home. I'll take the Bulldogs at home. And Kennerdale at Susquehannock, the Rams looking for their first win. The Warriors 2-6, and they're at home. I got to go with the Warriors in that one tonight. And then in Division 3, York Catholic 7-1, 6-0, and they're currently the top seed in District 3 AA. So they win out, they're going to win the division. They'll be undefeated there, and they'll get into the district championship game because only 2 qualify in AA. They're at Fairfield tonight. Tonight's 4-4, but I think the Irish know what's on the line. I think they'll roll tonight. The big game in Division 3 is Littlestown and Bermudian, both 4-1 in the league. So they both lost to York Catholic in the league play. Littlestown is currently the 2 seed in AAA District 3. Bermudian the 4 seed. They take 4. So Bermudian, they're at Biglerville next week. They should be able to get that one. If they lose tonight, it could be whether they make the playoffs or not. Littlestown, if they win out, they'll certainly get the 2 seed, I would think, in a home game. So the Bolts on the road, but I think I'll go with the Bolts tonight. The Canners of Biglerville at Hanover. The Nighthawks 4-4. Biglerville 0-8. Got to go with the Nighthawks at home. Tomorrow, DeLone's at York Tech. That's an interesting game. The Squires 5-3. York Tech 4-4, both 2-3 in the league. York Tech been a nice surprise this year, but I got to go with the DeLone Squires in that one. And that is our Hunters Hill Ortho look around the league as we get ready for Dallastown and Central tonight here from the Wildcat Stadium. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with the starting lineups courtesy of Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent, on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Broadway Transmission? I don't know how they do it.
We've been in business for 60 years at the same location.
I don't know how they do it.
It's our long-term nationwide warranties.
Oh, and don't forget our online appointment scheduling.
I still don't know how they do it.
They toted my van at no cost with my repair.
It's our ATRA certified technicians. Don't forget the good-looking genius in the office.
Come on, man.
I know they helped me with financing. Still, with my bad credit, I don't know how they do it.
I did my research and felt comfortable that Broadway is a AAA-approved specialty repair shop. I showed my AAA card and saved some hard-earned cash.
I was happy to get a $100 rebate in the mail after the job was done.
I sure don't know how they do it, but I do know they get it done, and they get it done right.
Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and back on the road fast. Check us out on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Today, it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection, impersonal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection. From the world's largest car insurer, see me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in sports.
And back Dallastown, Ron Ruman with you. The high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Dallastown hosting Central tonight. Now our starting lineups from Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent. For the Wildcats of Dallastown, the senior Mike Sparks, 6'2", 170 at quarterback. He's 39 of 76 through the air. 376 yards. Only one touchdown, though, and 7 interceptions. Running backs are Zion DeVance and Rodney Scott. DeVance has 829 yards on the year and Scott 551, so between them almost 1,400 yards on the ground. Dallastown likes to get it going on the ground. Wide receivers, Max Tyrell and Elijah Lloyd. Ben Ward is the tight end. Up front, Bryce Register and Aaron Grazer, the tackles. Quentin Slider and Jonah Miller, the guards. And Ben Faree, the senior, at center. For the Central Panthers, Coach Josh Oswald coming in at 5-3. Cade Prabula, the sophomore, is at quarterback. He's 73 of 133 through the air, 1,223 yards, 9 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Noriega Goff, the big guy in the backfield, 150 carries, 752 yards. We're missing one game of stats, so he actually has a little bit more than that. But 11 touchdowns on the ground. Eddie Santiago back there with him. Dustin Grimm, the tight end. Tim Sturgis and Sakai Barton are the receivers. Barton, the leading receiver this year, 29 catches. And up front, Maurice Green and Austin Ilgenfritz, the tackles. Cody Southavong and Dearney Waters, the guards. And the center is Todd Horner. Those are the starting offensive lineups from Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent. We are about 9 minutes from our Fast Signs opening kick here as we get ready for Dallastown and Central in a big one for Division I. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, Wayne McCullough, Central PA Game Day. Get your sports weekend started. As always, that's the only place you want to be. Wrap up all the action from the York Adams League in District 3 tonight and get you set for your sports weekend. This is the Flying Feet pregame show. We are going to take a break, come back with the Apple Ford keys to the game for Dallastown and Central. That is our high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine here on your home for local sports. This is Sports Radio 1350 WOYK and GameTimePA.com.
Do you know Apple Ford of Redline is York County's most loved Ford dealer?
I got $5,000 in bonus cash and dealer discounts off my new 2016 Ford Focus.
I got 0% financing for 72 months and $500 military appreciation bonus cash.
Check out Apple Ford's hundreds of positive online reviews. Then visit York County's most loved Ford dealer at Apple Ford or GoAppleFord.com. Offers with approved credit. Examples include all manufacturer offers and dealer discounts. See dealer for details. Offers expire 10/31/16.
Yorktown Roofing and Siding, locally owned and operated since 1992. The premier building materials distributor in Central PA. Distributors of roofing and siding, windows and doors, decking and railing, seamless gutter and gutter guard, and cabinets and vanities. Both wholesale and retail. Located at 261 Northeast Street in York. Online at YorktownRoofingandSiding.com or call 845-9447 or toll free at 1-800-457-3943.
Live local sports is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And we're back here at Dallastown. Ron Ruman with you tonight. Gareth Hissong off for the evening. Gareth will be back next week. We'll be at Red Lion, Warren Field, and the annual season ender as Red Lion and Dallastown go at it. And boy, there could be an awful lot on the line next week, depending on the outcome of this one. But it'll be a great rivalry game no matter what. Central Band playing across the way as the Panthers have taken the field here. Dallastown will be out shortly. Senior night here at Dallastown. As the Wildcats at 7-1, 4-1 in the league, and the 5 seed in District 3 6A right now. And Central is 5-3 and 3-2, and they are currently the 8th seed in District 3 6A. They take 8, so this is really it for Central. A loss tonight will knock them out of the district playoffs. So a lot, definitely a lot on the line. Dallastown, if they can win their final 2, they'll probably get a home game. Same with Red Lion. Certainly if Red Lion wins it too, they will absolutely get a home game. All right, time now for our Apple Ford keys to the game. Dallastown, the key is getting the running game going. They are a team that likes to run, doesn't like to throw it a lot. Coming in here, Dallastown averaging 252 yards a game on the ground, just 47 through there. So you got to believe that Central, as Josh Oswald told us in the pregame, they're going to try and shut down the running game, although they're not going to necessarily load the box. They think they can do it with their normal defense, but that'll certainly be their what they're going to try and do, and force Dallastown to have to throw it a little bit. And the keys for Central, as we heard in our pregame interviews from Media One as well, as Josh Oswald told us, this team has started slowly this season, and that's gotten them down to some good teams, and they haven't been able to recover in their losses to Northeastern and to Red Lion. They've been struggling. Actually, I believe it was Southwestern they lost to. They've gotten off to slow starts, and they really can't probably afford to do that against a pretty good Dallastown team tonight. And we saw a few weeks ago at Spring Grove, they were down 14-0 to the Rockets midway through the second quarter and got a kickoff return for a touchdown by Tim Sturz, and that just lit the fire. And counting that touchdown after that, they went from a 14-0 deficit to win the rest of the game 35-7 and win it 35-21. So once Central gets on a roll, they can be tough. You get down far to this Dallastown squad, that is going to be a tough road to hoe. So getting the running game going for Dallastown and not falling behind too far in the early going for Central. The keys, the Dallastown Wildcats take the field here on senior night, busting through the banner and heading to the sideline as we are just a few minutes away from the Fast Signs opening kickoff. Here on your home for local sports, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. We're going to take a break, be back with the opening kick after this.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Visit our store next to Sam's Club in East York or visit us online at fastsigns.com.
To get ready for every Penn State football game, keep it on Sports Radio 1350. I'm Ron Ruman, and each week during the fall, I'll bring you the latest on this Saturday's game with comments from Coach James Franklin and Nittany Lion players. Listen for reports throughout the day, Wednesdays through Fridays. Brought to you by Penn State York, your neighborhood SureSave Markets, and financial advisor Dave Sprinkle. For your Penn State football fix, stay tuned to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
There's only one place for local high school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
And welcome back to Dallastown. Ron Ruman with you tonight as we are just about ready for our opening kickoff between Central and Dallastown. And you heard from the referee, Dallastown won the toss. They have deferred, so Central will get the opening kickoff. And Dallastown in their home uniforms, the blue shirts, gray pants, gray helmets, and Central the white uniforms, the orange helmets and orange numbers. And the junior ROTC folks on the field for Dallastown. So we will have our national anthem here at Dallastown Area High School.
James 007 Dogert performs tonight's two-part musical salute for the national anthem and the Dallastown High School alma mater. Reminder to the fans.
All right, the national anthem of the Dallastown alma mater here by the Dallastown Area High School Marching Band, and we are just about ready to roll with the fast signs. Opening kick, and our Hunters Hill Ortho first quarter, and as was mentioned, we'll get the opening kick. Dallastown won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and so we will have the Panthers on offense first here tonight, and we heard in the pregame that the key for them is to get off to a faster start. So we'll see what happens tonight with that situation here for Central. A lot on the line to them, for them, and they really need a win tonight to have a shot at keeping their season going. They've got York High next week. Bearcats playing New Oxford tomorrow. One of those teams will get their first win, but Central will certainly be favored in that one, but the Panthers probably have to win their final two to get into the district playoffs of the 8th seed right now. Drake Pugh will boot it, and Central will go right to left here in the first half. Going deep, Joe Jones for Central, and well, can't pick up that other number right now. That is Noriega Goff. And Drake Pugh has a good leg, so we'll see how far he can get that opening kickoff. The fast signs opening kick, and our Hunters Hill Ortho first quarter for week 9 is underway as Pugh hits a tie end over end. It's going to come to Goff at the 5. Noriega straight up the field and gets a block and gets the first line of defense out to about the 32-yard line. And Central will start there. 1st and 10 on the opening drive of our football game.
1st and 10.
So that'll be quarterback Cade Probula under center. The sophomore, 6'2", 180 pounds. He's thrown for 1,223 yards this year. Noriega Goff is the top running back for Central, and they line up with a wide receiver each way, and Probula working out of the gun with a single back behind him, and Goff gets it as an opening straight ahead. It closes quickly. He got out to about the 32-yard line. And Ray Christus in the middle of that line, along with Izzy Carrion out there. And linebacker William Anderson. Gain of about 2 for Goff. It'll be 2nd down and 8 from about the 34-yard line now. And Probula calling signals, now turns to the sideline, as so many teams do. Again, a wide receiver each way. Takes a snap, he's going to throw. Has the time in the pocket, fires it deep down the near side, and at the last minute, Sakai Barton turned around but could not bring it in. And the coverage there for the Wildcats of Dallastown was by Nazir Smith. The defensive back, so the incomplete pass will make it 3rd down and 8 for Central at their own 32, the opening drive of the game. Probula with 5 wide receivers, 4 to the near side and 1 to the top. 3 down linemen for Dallastown. Here's the snap. Probula looking to throw, gets pressured by Bryce Register, and the ball out. And not sure who got on it. Central, no, Dallastown has it. So on the fumble, Bryce Register with the sack. And the ball comes out, and a big turnover early. And Dallastown sets up shop in great position at the Central 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And so that is not the start Central needed by any means, but the fumble by the quarterback as he was hit by Bryce Register, and Dallastown in great shape at the Central 27 now. And the senior quarterback, Mike Sparks, takes the snap out of the gun, and he hands it straight ahead to Rodney Scott. Scott fights his way down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6 from there for the Wildcats. Deontay English, the 5'10", 170-pound junior linebacker, on the stop for Central. Ball at the Panther 23 after the turnover. 4 wide receiver set, 2 each way, and Sparks out of the gun. Central bringing the backers up, and Sparks play fake is going to keep it. He's at the 20, the 15, inside the 10, tripped up and goes down right around the 10-yard line, covered up by Quinn Baca down there. So he ran a gain of 13. And a nice quarterback keeper and a first down for the Dallastown Wildcats. That'll be a first and goal ball run. 10:25 left here in the Hunters Hill Ortho first quarter, and Dallastown looking to take of the fumble on the sack by Bryce Register and score early. 4 wides again, 2 each way. Sparks in the gun, puts a man in motion. To us, Max Tyrell gives it to him on the jet. Tyrell at the 5, following his blockers, dives into the end zone. Tyrell on the jet sweep, 10-yard touchdown run, and Dallastown takes advantage of the turnover early and puts it into the end zone. And a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Wildcats lead at 6-0 with 10:09 left in the first quarter. The Drake Pugh on to attempt the extra point now out of the hold of Brett Smith. Snap is there, the set is down, the kick is up, and it is through. So with 10:09 left in the first quarter, the Dallastown Wildcats take advantage of the turnover and jump on the board early as they take an early 7-0 lead. This is the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine here on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or at 1399 South Queen Street, 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And back at Wildcat Stadium here at Dallastown High School, where the Wildcats are delighting the senior night crowd by jumping on top early after the fumble forced by the Bryce Register sack. They punch it into the end zone, a 10-yard touchdown run by Max Tyrell, his second carry of the year on the jet sweep. And the Wildcats lead at 7-0. Our fast signs kick coming from Drake Pugh. He boots it toward the sideline. Now hits it about the 15, and Joe Jones hit it, now picks it up at the 10 and gets by one guy, but that's about it. He's out to the 15, so Central will start not in great field position at its own 15-yard line, now down early. 7-0, our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap. A 3-play, 27-yard drive capped off by the 10-yard touchdown run from Max Tyrell. And Dallastown leads it 7-0 here in the early going. So we'll see if the Panthers can respond now.
Tonight is the Whiteouts to benefit the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
They had a 2-yard gain by Noriega Goff and an incomplete pass and then the fumble. So we'll see if the Panthers can do a little better on their second offensive attempt. They give it straight ahead to Goff, and Goff across the 15, but not a whole lot more, out to about the 17 or 18-yard line. Mickey Medina and Izzy Count on the stop. And a gain of 2 for Goff. And it's going to be second down and 8 from about the 17-yard line.
Second long for the Panthers.
Panthers up to the line now again. Probula working out of that pistol and hands it off to Goff one more time, and not much there. He is shoved back, but got about a yard out to the 18, and that was about it. And Nate Downey looked like he was in on that one, so Goff got about 1 yard. And it's going to be 3rd down and 7 from the 18-yard line for the Panthers. They'll send 4 wides to the near side, 1 to the top, so the empty backfield for the sophomore quarterback. Probula, 9:05 left here in the Hunters Hill Ortho first quarter, and Dallastown up early off the turnover. Probula takes the snap. 3 hands in there, has some time now. Across the middle, has his man Sturgis at the 25, makes a move, and almost lost the first down, but got out to the 26. So will pick up the first down. It's going to be a gain of 8 and a first down. Good time to throw in. Downey on the stop, but good protection against the 3-man rush by the Panther offensive line, and Probula with the completion out to the 26. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 8:40 left here in the Hunters Hill Ortho first. Dallastown up 7-0 in this big Division I contest. 3 wide receivers up to the top of the formation now. Fake to Noriega. Propula to throw. He's hit and goes down. The sack that time came from Steve Dunzik, the blitzing linebacker, 790-pound senior. And Propula didn't see coming, but held on to the football this time. Goes down back at the 21-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 5. And so that's going to be 2nd and 15 for Central at its own 21 now. 4 wides to the near side, 1 to the top this time, and a 4-man line for Dallastown. Propula out of the empty backfield. They get a flanker screen. It is perfectly, was completed to Sagai. But then there was Dunzik again to make the hit immediately, and he drops Barton back at the 16. So that's a loss of 5, and it's going to be 3rd down and very long for Central. So they're all the way back to the 16. They have to get out to the 36, so it's 3rd and 20 for Central after they lose 5 on that completed pass to set up the screen, but did not work. Propula the throw now. Has some time, now runs out of it, and Register has him. Sacks his 2nd sack of the night back at the 5-yard line. So that's a loss of 11, and that was a coverage sack because he had a lot of time back there, but finally Register came through, got the sack again. They mark it actually at the 7-yard line, so there'll be a loss of 9, but really immaterial at this point. 4th and very long. That's going to bring up a unique physique punt. And so Central not in great shape here. Carter Lukabov will punt it out of his own end zone, and Max Tyrell will stand back at the 35 to get it. So the kicks away, the pressure came, but a good high kick, and Tyrell fields it on the run at the 38 and stays in bounds down to the 30-yard line, maybe the 29. So Dallastown will start in great field position there. Tackle made by Cortland Sperry, and so Dallastown after the punt will take over at the Central 29. So Central in great shape again, this time after they hold Central and force the punt. So the Wildcats at the Panther 29-yard line. They started at the 27 last time and took it into the end zone. So 6:40 left in the first, and as Josh Oswald told, Central's started slow this year, and you can't afford to do that against a 7-1 team. Marks working out of the pistol, gonna throw, fires it out to Tyrell in the flat drop. It just didn't catch that one, took his eye off of it. It was ready to run and make the move, but Max didn't bring that one in, so it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Max Tyrell has 5 catches on the year. He scored the touchdown on the jet sweep for Dallastown a few moments ago. So 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats at the Panther 29-yard line. 6:36 left here in the first quarter. 4 wide receivers, 2 each way. Now Downey goes in motion away from us. Blitz comes from the Panthers. Play fake, and he overshot Connor Moore and then almost picked off by Jordan Bowie. Bowie had it, actually probably should have caught it. Pass was high on the slant pattern to Connor Moore, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10, and that was a turnover Central probably should have had. 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats at the Panther 29-yard line now. 6:33 left in the Hunters Hill Ortho first quarter. Senior center Ben Furry out over the football for the Wildcats, who have 4 wide receivers. 2 in motion towards us comes Donovan Catchings. Sparks on a keeper, is going to run and tripped right at the line of scrimmage, goes down. He tripped over the foot of one of his linemen and goes down at the 30-yard line, so that's a loss of 1. And it's going to set up a 4th down and 11 for Dallastown, and Drake Pugh is going to come on to attempt what will be a 47-yard field goal. Now, he's got several field goals so far this year. Longest one, I believe, is of 37, but he has a good leg. So we'll see if he can put this one through out of the hold of Brett Smith. It would be a 42-yarder. There's the set. The kick is up, and it's got the distance, but I think it is going to be... It's good. It just snuck through. It snuck through, and a 42-yard field goal by Drake Pugh, and that is a weapon to have in high school football. And so that puts Dallastown up 10-0 with 5:54 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll take a break. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Brown's Orchards and Farm Market in Loganville was built on teamwork, commitment, and passion. For over 65 years, Brown's has been a delicious destination for hand-picked fruits and award-winning bakery treats. As we celebrate football season, make Brown's Catering your tailgating headquarters for barbecue, party trays, wings, steamed shrimp, giant 2-foot subs, and more. Brown's applauds every football player, coach, cheerleader, band member, and parent for your teamwork, commitment, and passion for the game. Come to Brown's in Loganville to celebrate the big win. BrownsOrchards.com.
The home for local sports. Radio 1350 WOIK.
And back at Dallastown, Ron Ruman with you. And the Wildcats taking the 10-0 lead. Our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap. A 4-play drive, which ended in a 42-yard field goal by Drake Pugh. Took 46 seconds, and that field goal puts Dallastown up 10-0. And our fast signs kick from Pugh, high kick, is going to be fielded by Goff at the 5, up the far hash mark, makes a cut to the outside and gets out to about the 21 or 22-yard line. Braden Caldwell on the stop for Dallastown, and it's going 1st and 10 from there for Central. The 22-yard line, I believe it is. So Central, as it has done throughout the season, falling behind early, but you don't want to do that against a good team, and that's where they are right now. Although we have seen them come back. They were down 14-0 Grove a few weeks ago. Got a kickoff return for a touchdown and ended up winning that one 35-21, but Dallastown perhaps a bit of a more stout opponent. 1st and 10, and Probula in the pistol now with 4 wides, puts Barton in motion. And he hands it off straight up the middle they go, and Goff breaking a tackle or two, and he gets out there to William Anderson, makes the hit out to the 26-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 5, and
second down for the Panthers.
It's going to be second down, actually a gain of 4, second down and 6. Panthers at their own 26-yard line. 3 wides to the near side now. Probula going to throw. Here's the screen again to Barton. Barton this time gets a little bit of a block. The ball's out, and I don't know if it was hit out of his hand or he just dropped it, as Steve Dunzik, who's been a bit of a terror on defense early on, and it goes out of bounds at around the 22. So it was a complete pass, but it's going to end up for a loss of 3. So they've done that twice and lost 8 yards on it. And so that's going to leave Central with 3rd down and about 8 from their own 23. 5:12 left here in the Hunters Hill Ortho first quarter. 4 wide receivers near side, 1 to the top. Probula in 3rd and long again. He's been sacked twice tonight already. Actually 3 times tonight. Twice by Register, once by Dunzik. Here's that. Probula almost dropped it and runs away from pressure now, and he's hit and is going to go down again, and that will probably be a sack, and it should be, as he dropped him for about a yard loss. Joe Munoz in there, get him at the 22-yard line, so it's going to be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 4th down and long, and it will result in another unique physique punt. Tyrell this time will be standing right about midfield, so Dallastown again figures to get it in good field position. Is unable to move the football tonight. They have 1 first down, and that is it. So Carter Lukabaugh called upon to kick it away. Good snap, pressure comes, and he just got it out of there. Good high kick. Tyrell going back at last moment, signaled for a fair catch, and will have it right at the 40-yard line. So Dallastown will have it at its own 40. First time they've started in their own territory tonight. 4:27 left here in the first quarter, and Dallastown up 10-0. So bit of a crucial defensive stand early for Central, because can't afford to get down that far to a good team like Dallastown. So the Wildcats at their own 40-yard line, 1st down and 10. And Ben Ferree, the senior center, out over the football. Mike Sparks takes the snap, turns, and hands it off to Zion DeVance off left side. And he fights his way out to about the 43-yard line, gain of 3. Justin Pinedo on the stop there. Pinedo, a 6'1", 250-pound senior. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats at their own 47-yard line. Pinedo is a very active defensive lineman for Central.
Water, so much I have to wait for the play.
Second down and 7. Under center this time, Sparks, with backs in the eye behind him. You don't see that formation much anymore. Linebackers up at the line, but a hole, and Devane gets through and fights his way out to the 49-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6. It's going to be yards short. Deontay English on the bottom of the pile. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Wildcats at their own 49. In the first quarter, they have dominated so far with 3.5 left, and the Wildcats already up 10-0. So we will see if the Panther defense can make a stand here. Wide receiver each way, backs again in the eye. Callahan in front of DeVance, and they give it to DeVance, and he is hit. He was hit in the backfield, but fights his way for the first down. Quinn Baca brings him down, but he got away from Dearney Waters in the backfield, and so DeVance got to the 49 of Central and got the 2 yards. He needed 1, he got 2, so 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. The Panthers had a shot at a stop there and weren't able to do it. Clock winds toward 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. And all Wildcats so far as they look to run their record if they can to 8-1 and 5-1 in the division and set up the showdown with Red Lion next week. 2 wide receivers up to the top of the formation. And Sparks gives it to Scott, who breaks through, and Scott is into the backfield at the 20, the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. Rodney Scott, who just ran into the pack and then shot out of the pack. All of a sudden, and Rodney Scott on a 49-yard touchdown run, and the Wildcats have absolutely come out blazing here in the first quarter, and they are up 16-0, and I don't think the Central Panthers know what hit them here. Pugh for the PAT. Wow. Scott went into the pile and all of a sudden came out of there, and that was it. Only green in front of him. The PAT by Drake Pugh is good. And so with 2:38 remaining in the first quarter, Dallastown goes up 17-0. Wow. Yorktown Roofing and Scoring, or Roofing and Siding Scoring recap is a 4-play 60-yard drive, which took 1 minute and 49 seconds, and it was capped off by the 49-yard touchdown run by Rodney Scott. And so what we expect going to be a really tough, hard-fought, competitive game is turning out to be anything but. With Dallas up 17-0 with 2:30 still left in the first quarter. Now, Central, as we've said, has made some comebacks throughout the season, but you get down that much to this team, that is tough to do. It is senior night here at Dallastown, and so far the home fans are enjoying it. So Drake Pugh will tee it up and boot it. For the 4th time tonight, our Fast Signs kickoff from Drake Pugh. And he approaches the football and hits it. High kick. It's going to be taken by Sturgis at the 6. Sturgis straight up field. Cuts to the outside. Sturgis at the 30. And it's taken down. Nice tackle out there by the kicker, Drake Pugh. All these kickers, they're auditioning to be Joey Julius now. They want to make all these tackles out there. And he brought him down at the 34-yard line. That was a good return, though, by Sturgis. He had the kickoff return for a touchdown against Spring Grove that ignited the Panthers a few weeks ago. But this time he does get brought down at the 34-yard line, but best starting field position the Panthers have had tonight, and they really need to do something with it because they are in a big hole, 17-0, with 2:30 still left in the Hunters Hill Ortho first quarter. Panthers in their visiting uniforms with the orange helmets and orange numbers come out with 3 wides to the near side now, the backs flanking the quarterback. They hand it off to Hunter Werner, who leans out to the 38-yard line. A good gain of 5 on first down for Werner. It'll be second down and about 4 from there. Medina on the stop.
Second down and long.
Be second down and about 6 for Central from their own 38. Biola takes the snap, fakes it to Goff, has a little time now, fires it, and it's picked off. Now the flat flies. Barton picked picked off by Dunzik, but the flag was thrown. So let's see what the call is going to be. There was certainly some contact there, and we'll get the call from the official. He's mic'd up tonight, so here we go.
Pass interference. Defense.
And there you have it. Pass interference on Steve Dunzik, who was guarding Sakai Barton. And Dunzik got the pick, but the official threw the flag, and the penalty of 15-yarder will be marked off against the Wildcats, and it will be a first down for Central, their second first down of the night. And so that's a big, big play, because that would have been the second turnover of the night as it is. For the first time, Central gets into Wildcat territory as they'll mark this at the 43-yard line of Dallastown. First down for the Panthers, $1:59 left here in our Hunters Hill Ortho first quarter. Kevin Myers does not like, he thought the 15-yard penalty should have been marked from the line of scrimmage, and they did not do that. The line of scrimmage was the 38, so that should be, if they took 15 yards from there, it would be the 47, I believe, of Central. But it's at the 43, so that looks like where they're going to leave it. Still talking about it here. The line of scrimmage was the 38. And so 15 yards from there would be the 47 of Dallastown rather than the 43, at least according to my math. And they're trying to get it figured out here. I think that the issue is where the ball should be spotted. Browns Orchards and Farm Market scored up there. We're leading Biglerville 12-0. Eastern down to Central Martinsburg 19-0. These are first quarter scores. Suburban leading Gettysburg 13-0. That's a big one for the Trojans. Susquehanna up on Kennerdale 14-0 in the first. Bermudian leading Littlestown 6-0 in the second in a big D3 contest. Red Lion leading Spring Grove 7-0 in the first. Lions looking to stay unbeaten. Northeastern up on Southwestern 7-0 in the first. And York Catholic leading Fairfield 7-0 in the second quarter. No score in from Dover West York yet. That's your Browns, Orchards, and Farm Market scoreboard update. They're leaving it at the 43, so 1st and 10 for Central from there after the penalty. And they give it to Goff. Goff trapped in the backfield, made the first guy miss. Gets back to the 44, is going to end up losing one. Could have been worse. And it's going to be second down and 11 from there. A lot of defenders in there for Dallastown. Donovan Ketching, I think they got the stop along with Dunzik. It's going to be a loss of one. So it'll be second and 11 for Central from there. And the Probula to throw, gets it off to the far sideline to Eddie Santiago to the 40-yard line, and it is complete. It's going to be a gain of 4, and so it's going to leave Central with a third and about 7 from the Dallastown 40-yard line. 1:08 left in the first quarter, and the Wildcats up 17-0. 3 wide receivers coming to the near side now, and Goff in the backfield with Probula, the sophomore quarterback, and Josh Oswald's going to have to take him out here because they were running out of time on the play clock, so they will talk it over. This could be 4-down territory, especially if they would end up picking up maybe 4 or 5 yards and it's 4th and short. So all Dallastown is really going here as they lead by a score of 17-0. They scored their first touchdown after a turnover. Then they had a short field after they forced out of their own end zone. And so it's been a great first quarter for Dallastown and a nightmare for Central so far. And no scoreboard update. Still nothing from that Dover West York game, so I'm not sure what the deal is there. They should certainly in well way by now. It's a big rivalry contest there. And the Red Lion looking to remain unbeaten. As they mentioned, they lead Spring Grove 7-0. That is in the first quarter, so we'll keep you updated as we can on that one. So Central taking its first time out of the half will come out now on 3rd and 7 from the Wildcat 40. Same formation, 3 wide receivers near side and Goff in the backfield with Probula. Wildcat fans calling defense here. Probula to the side. Now takes the snap. Steps in the pocket, fires it, and too high over his man Santiago at the yard line. So That is incomplete, and it's going to be 4th and 7, and see what Central decides to do here. Down 17 with 52 seconds left in the first. Looks like they're going to send the punt team out. Carter Lukabaugh's coming out, so they're going to try and play the field position game and get Dallastown back deep if they can. So 4th and 7 from the 40.
Carter Lukabaugh is the punter.
Snap, it's a good one. Lukabaugh, low kick, hits it about the 20, takes a bounce inside the 10, and down to the 7-yard line or so. So pretty good punt by Lukabaugh. Dallastown will start inside its own 10, but leading still 17-0 with 4 seconds left in the first quarter.
There will be thrills and chills here at Dallastown High School.
And we'll see where they do exactly spot this. It's going to be at the 8 with 44 seconds left in the first quarter. And in all Dallastown here, they lead at 17-0. Now we'll see if they've had short field pretty much all night. So Central's defense needs to hold here. Sparks will line up under center with backs in the eye, a wide receiver each way. Takes the snap and hands it off to DeVance, I believe, and he's going to be brought down for a loss, it looks like. Deontay English, I believe, on the stop, and back to 5, so loss of 3 for Zion DeVance, and it'll be second down at about 13 for the Wildcats. So good first down run defense by the Panthers there. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Dallastown doesn't have to run a play before the period expires, and it doesn't look like they're going to. They're still standing back in the huddle. So it looks like the Wildcats are going to say, we'll take a 17-0 first quarter and see what happens in the second 12 minutes. Take a break after 1. It's Dallastown 17, Central nothing on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Serving your for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for only $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Tuesday, a large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOK. First in York, first in sports.
And back at Dallastown, Ron Ruman with you tonight. Gareth Hissong off this evening. First quarter, all Wildcats as they lead it 17-0 here after 1. Got a turnover for their led to their first touchdown, then a short field for the second one, and Drake Pugh with a 42-yard field goal to finish out. Central has struggled to move the football and did get into Wildcat territory following a pass interference penalty, but had to. So Dallastown now second and 13, 5-yard line as we begin the Broadway transmission second quarter. Under center is Sparks. Takes the handoff, pitches it deep to DeVance, trying to make the cut, does, out of the end zone, and gets back to about the 8-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. Deontay English on the stop again for Central. And so Zion DeVance gets back 3 yards, and it's going to be third down and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 8-yard line. So Panthers defense would love to make a stand here and get their offense the football in decent field position, see if they're able to do that. Max Tyrell runs into the huddle now. A couple of substitutions defensively as well. So third and 10 from the Wildcat 8-yard line. Putting moment of the second quarter. Sparks will work from the... And there's a delay of game as Dallastown does not get the playoff in. The back judge throws the flag. So that'll move them back 4 yards. It'll be a half this penalty. And there, it will now be third down and 14. Wildcats at their own 4-yard line. So the ball at the Wildcat 4. Wildcats leading it big early here, 17-0, 11-10 left in the Broadway Trans second quarter. Nate Downey will replace Max Tyrell there and bring the play in from the sideline. Wildcats break the huddle now. They'll send a couple of wide receivers to the near side, and actually 3. And Sparks in his end zone, being chased there, and fires it, and picked off out of bounds. May have been picked off by Obi and Ayatonwu, and is there a penalty flag? That's holding, and if that was in the end, that's a safety. And I was looking at it, but the flag's lying at the 2-yard line. Now Central probably would decline this, and I got to be honest, they called a holding penalty in the end zone on that one from where I sat, but the call was out in the playing field, and Central, I would suspect, will decline this because it will be 4th down and 14, so they would punt. Penalty on the field here is going to be a, and why give him another shot? I think Josh Oswald was looking to get the safety call as well, but I don't think he's going to. Official call from the referee.
Holding. Offense. We have the distance from the 1. Penalty being declined, so it'll be 4th down.
And there you go. So 4th down, and we will have a punt, first one of the night for Dallas out of their end zone. So Central's defense does its job. Central has no one deep at the moment.
You will punt for the Wildcats.
Hughes standing right back at his own end line. Central's got no one deep. They're going to go for the block here, perhaps, and it's a high snap, and the ball's in the end zone, and I think Pugh was a fall on it. And haven't seen a signal from the official yet, and still haven't. It's a touchdown. The fumble apparently was recovered in the end zone by one of the Panthers. So a fumble in the end zone, and it is recovered by Central in the end zone, and that's going to get Central into this game with 10:59 left in the second quarter. And the high snap brought it down but couldn't handle it, and apparently one of the Panthers could not see who it was, recovered it in the end zone. And so the PAT come from Carter Luca now out of the hold of Joe Jones, and it looks like Ben Ward is going to be the snapper. So Central trying to get this thing back to 17-7. Snap is there, the set is down, the kick is up, and it's good. So 10:59 left of the Broadway Trans second, and it's Dallastown 17, Central 7 on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, part of the Keystone Insurance Group, will give you 15 to 50% for just 15 minutes of your time. We customize plans for your needs and find you the best rate and protection. Discounts for good driver, good student, homeowners, renters, and multiple policies, plus health, life, and all types of business insurance. Locally owned by Rudy and Pam Kochman, 3217 East Market Street, York. Call 854-0300 or online at KIGYork.com. Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
All right, welcome back to Dallastown. So Central, as they've done so often this season, getting down, trying to mount a comeback. Dallastown punting out of its end zone. High snap. Drake Pugh unable to come down with it, and it was recovered in the end zone by Central. Could not see who fell on. There are a bunch of white shirts there. And the point after is good. So with 10:59 left to the Broadway Trans second, it is 17-7. Dallastown leading Central. So we'll have a fast signs kickoff from Carter Lucabaugh now to Dallastown as Rodney Scott is deep. Along with, I believe, Nazir Smith. And here's the boot, and it's heading towards Smith, who takes it at the 6. Comes up the near hash and gets through a couple of guys, still on his feet to the 28-yard line before the stop is made by Justin Pinedo. And so 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 28. Leading it now 17-7 with 10:53 left in the second quarter.
1st and 10 for
so we'll
Wildcats.
see if the Panther defense can do it again. They did well when Dallastown was backed up in their own end. At the 28 now, the Wildcats start 1st and 10. Still leading 17-7. Sparks will go out of the pistol with 2 wides each way. Central 4-man front, and they fake. Sparks has it, now pitches. That's a lateral, and I guess they're going to say an incomplete pass. He was trying to get it out to Max Tyrell, kind of a pass out there. Kind of a dangerous play because that could have been scooped up by the Panthers. So 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 28-yard line. Big one in Division I. Dallastown a game behind a Red Lion, and Central along with Northeastern and Southwestern right now one more game back, but big in the district standings as well. 2nd and 10 now. Tyrell in motion away from us, and they give it to him on the jet sweep. They play, scored a touchdown on, gets the corner. Colin Vaught drags him down, but not before I believe he gets the first down. It's right about the mark at the 38, and haven't seen an indication yet of where they, but and it is a first down to the Wildcats, so it gets the 10-yard run on 2nd down and 10, and moves the football out to the 38. So 1st and 10 for Dallastown, its own 38-yard line now. 2 wide receivers each way, and Sparks with Scott behind him now. Downey in motion away from us. And, went to hand it off on the wrong side, and Sparks is hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Back went to one way, and Sparks handed the ball the other way. Makes the stop. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 right at the 38-yard line.
No gain on the play, 2nd down for Dallastown.
Well, that's got to be a lonely feeling when you hand it off and there's nobody there. Donovan Catchings brings the play in. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 38, 9:54 remaining in the Broadway Trans Mission 2nd quarter. Again, the 4 wide receivers set, and Sparks out of the pistol, takes the snap, and hands it off to Scott, who busts it to the outside, and a flag is thrown. Scott got it out to about the 45, 46-yard line. Would have been a gain of 8, but let's see what the flag's about here. It's in that area where you get the holding call, but we'll see what the referee will tell us here in a moment. He has on the PA tonight, so let's get the call.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty for the spot foul. It'll be 2nd down.
And there you have it, and the flag is lying right around the 38 line of scrimmage, so that'll move it to the 28, and from there it will be 2nd down and 20 for the Dallastown Wildcats, still leading it by a score of 17-7 with 9:39 remaining here in our Broadway Transmission 2nd quarter. And we have any scoreboard updates for you here from Brown's Orchards and Farm Market? Well, Gettysburg has scored. They trail Suburban 13-7 now. West York leading Dover 7-0 in 2nd quarter. And it looks like about it. Well, York Catholic up 21-0 on Fairfield. They hand off now to Tyrell on the jet sweep the other way, but this is not going to work. Maybe to the once too off there. Well defensed. Colin Vaught was there. Justin Nato was there. Darren Getty was there. So it's going to be a gain of about 2. Out to the 30, and that'll set up a 3rd down at about 18 for Dallastown at its own 30-yard line. Red Lions Spring Group 7-0 in the 2nd quarter. And a timeout taken by Dallastown is their first of the half here with 9:10 remaining, and Northern leading Southwestern 7-0 also in the 2nd quarter. That is where we stand with your Orchards and Farm Market scoreboard update. It's 17-7 here with 9:10 remaining in the first half. So it's 3rd and 18 for Dallastown, and they'd love to certainly get a first down, but I think they don't want to do something to turn the ball over here to Central deep in their own territory and make a big mistake, probably as much as anything else. Central got its touchdown when Dallastown was forced to punt out of its end zone. Drake Pugh line of scrimmage was the 2. He was standing right on the end line. It was a high snap. Central didn't have anyone deep. They were coming after him, and he saw all those white shirts coming in, was unable to handle the high snap, and Central covered the fumble in the end zone to cut it to 17-7 after a very impressive first quarter for Dallastown when they led it 17-0.
www.olsen-ortho.com.
That score coming with 10:59 left in the 2nd quarter. 7-1 again, win It propels them to that big showdown with Red Lion next week with a chance for the division. And in districts here, Sparks to throw, fires it deep down the sideline, and had his man Caldwell, but I think it would have been out of bounds anyway, over the shoulder. He had a step on an Ayatanwu, but I believe if he had been able to bring it in, it would have been out of bounds. So that's going to be incomplete, going to be 4th down, and set up a punt for Dallastown, sponsored by Unique Physique. So Pugh this time will be able to get this one off from around his own 20-yard line or so. Noriega Goff is deep for Central. And a good snap this time, and Pugh puts the foot into it, end over end. Not a great kick, goes out of bounds, and second to have this one where near midfield. So now mark it at the 43. So Central has it 1st and 10 at its own 43. So momentum perhaps tilting a bit toward the Central Panthers here in the second quarter, with 9 minutes exactly remaining at the 43 of Central. 17-7. Dallastown leading it. The high school football game of the week presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine. Ron Ruman with you. This song off this evening. And to McCullough, as always, Central PA Game Day will wrap up all the York League action and everything around District 3. Get your York College update and get you ready for your sports weekend. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 3 wides up top. They hand it off to Noriega Goff. Cuts off left tackle and puts his head down and fights his way forward to the 47. It's going to be a gain about 4. Steve Dunzik in on the stop there along with William Anderson. Gain of 4. And it will be 2nd down and 6 from there. Noriega Goff, 6 carries tonight, but 12 yards, so not a lot on the ground for Central tonight. Probula has been sacked 3 times. 2nd and 7. Cade takes the snap. The sophomore to throw. Pressure comes, and he's gonna. He spins away from it now, and being chased by Register, and is forced out of bounds by Izzy Carrion, and that's going to be, we're going to mark it at the 45, so that will be a loss of 2, and it will bring up 3rd down and about 8 for Central, and that will go down as really the 4th sack of the game for the Dallastown defense. Probula's 4 of 6 passing, but 2 of those have been for negative yards. So 3rd and 8 here at the 45, 8:17 left in the first half. Got 3 wide receivers to the near side and 1 up top. And Goff is in the backfield. Here's the snap. Probula has some time, fires it down the far sideline now. He's looking for Anderson, who goes up and makes the catch. Drew Anderson, nice catch at the 25-yard line. And that is going to be a gain of 30 yards and a 1st down. That was a nice throw by Probula. Time step into that one and put it on the money. Drew Anderson, and a big 30-yard gain and a 1st down for the Panthers here at the Wildcat 25. 3 wides near side, 1 to the top. Handed off to Goff. Up the middle he goes. Not much there. Got a yard or so before he was spun around and taken back and on the stop. A gain of a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers. Ball is at the Wildcat 24-yard line. 7:45 left. The Broadway transmission 2nd quarter. It's 17-7 Dallastown, but the Panthers are on the move. 2nd and 9. And Probula takes the snap. Hands it off to Hunter Turner, and he runs inside the 25 to about the 23. Dunzik is there with Tyrell. And I'll mark it down close to the 22. Give him about 2 there, and it's going to be 3rd down and 7 from there for Central. And what again could 4 down territory with the Panthers down 17. So we approach the 7-minute mark in the second quarter. Senior center top football snaps it to Probula, and flags fly. I think we had movement by Central, so that's going to make it 3rd and even longer.
Dead ball. Ball start. Offense.
So that'll make it 3rd and about 12 for Central, as they'll move that back to about the 27, almost the 28-yard line. So 3rd and looks like almost 13 for Central at the Dallastown 27.5-yard line. And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Central York Panthers here with 6:56 remaining before halftime, and Dallastown leading 17-7. The Wildcats are up 17-0, and Central recovering a fumble in the end zone for a score and getting a big 30-yard pass to Drew Anderson from Cade Prabula to set him up here in Dallastown territory. Browns, Orchards, and Farm Market scoreboard update. East down big to Central from Martinsburg, 33-0 in the second quarter. That's going to blow to the hopes. Division challenge to Suburban next week. Hanover leading Biglerville 12-0. It's West York over Dover 7-0 in the second quarter. Suburban up on Gettysburg 20-7. If the Trojans win that one tonight and Eastern loses, Suburban will be guaranteed at least a tie for the division. Susquehannock over Kennedale 21-0 in the second quarter. Bermudian leading Littlestown 14-0 at halftime now in a big Division 3 battle. And it is Red Lion 14, Spring Grove 0. The Lions up by 2 touchdowns now as they look to remain unbeaten. Northeastern 7, Southwestern 0 in the second, and York Catholic 21, Fairfield 0 as the Irish look to push on into their AA district playoffs with the top seed if they can. All right, here it's 3rd down and 12, and the snap to Prabula. He drops back, steps up in the pocket, fires for the end zone, has a man, a touchdown for the Central Panthers, as behind the defense was Tim Sturgis, and Prabula put it on as a 27-yard touchdown pass from Cade Prabula to Tim Sturgis. And Central, as they have done so often this season, has come roaring back after a bad start, and they have cut this to 17-13 with 6:50 remaining here in the first half. So Prabula to Tim Sturgis, and pending the PAT, it will be a 3-point game. And the boot is up and through. So with 6:50 remaining in the first half, it is Dallastown 17 and Central York 14. Going to take a break. You're listening to the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iaconos, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iaconos, they'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right, Iaconos is the place to get it done. Iaconos, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258.
For local sports, Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
All right, the home fans here on senior night are getting a little nervous. Dallastown was out to the big 17-0 lead, but Central has cut to 17-14 with 6:50 remaining here in the first half. We'll have a fast signs kickoff from Carter Lucabaugh, our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring cap. Central, a 7-play, 57-yard drive, took 2 minutes and 10 seconds and was capped by a 27-yard pass from Cade Prabula to Tim Sturgis. So Central back in this thing now, down 17-14. And Lucabaugh about to boot it deep. Dixon and Scott are back. And Prabula hits it. End over end. It's going to come to Scott at the 5. Comes up the near hash and gets past Hunter Werner. Cuts to the far sideline and dives out to about the 31-32 yard line. So Central will start there at the 31 with 6:42 remaining in the first half. Deontay English on the special team stop there for Central. So Dallastown's offense now needing perhaps to come up with some first downs at least. Ball at the 31-yard line. And I'm not sure what they're looking at right here, but Fish taking care of something there. And now we're set, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line, and the handoff to Scott up the middle, scored on a big play early, and bust his way out to about the 38-yard line. On the bottom of the pile, Deontay English has made a number of stops tonight, so that's a gain of 7 for Rodney Scott, and it will be 2nd down and 3 from there for the Wildcats. 6:15 left in the first half. Wide receiver each way. Sparks in that pistol, offset eye in the backfield, and give it off to Scott, looking to bounce it out. Turns it back inside, and Scott is close to the first down. I think he's going to have it. He looks like he's across the 41. Little move back inside that time before English and Waters could stop him, but it's enough to get the first down. Rodney Scott moves it to the 41. That's where he needed to get it, and it's a first down for the Dallastown Wildcats at their own 41-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 41. Wide receiver each way for the Wildcats. And snap to Sparks. Hands it off to Vince. And Zion gets about 2 out to the 43. Pretty well defensed in there. Was on the stop was Justin Pinedo, I think. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8 from there for Central. Ball out to Dallastown 43. Wildcats leading at 17-14 with 5:15 left. Again, a wide receiver each way. Backs in the eye this time behind Sparks, who moves under center. Takes the snap and hands it off to Vance. Looking to dance outside, but from the backside, he's brought down around the line of scrimmage. Deontay English again. Boy, he's had a good defensive half. No gain. It's going to be 3rd down and about 8 from the 43-yard line as Vance trying to wait for the hole to open, but didn't have chances. Deontay English, the 5'10", 170-pound junior linebacker, came through to make the stop. So 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats, their own 43. 4:35 left in the Broadway Transmission 2nd quarter, and Dallastown up 17-14. Sparks out of the pistol, takes the snap, drops to throw. Pressure comes, gets it off, has his man. It is Donovan Catchings right at the sticks. He is brought down there by Darnell Johnson, but it looks like he's going to have what he needs for the first down. And it is a first down for the Wildcats. First completion of the night for the Dallastown Wildcats. It's an 8-yard gain and a first down. And for Catchings, it's his 3rd reception of the season. So into the Central Territory at the 49, 1st and 10. Dallastown trying to regain some of the momentum here as they have watched 14 straight points go on the board for Central. On first down, they give it to Scott. Stumbled a little bit in the backfield, and the ball apparently came out as everybody's jumping up and down and pointing. He got to the 45, and I haven't seen an official say anything yet, but now we do, and there's a fumble. And so the fumble by Rodney Scott turns it over to Central, and the Panthers will take possession at their own 45 with 3:57 left as, wow, the wheels have come off for the Wildcats here in the 2nd quarter. Mark at the 4-yard line on the turnover. Scott gained 3 and then fumbled it. So Central at their own 44, 1st and 10. Wow, Dallastown was up 17-0 and looked to be cruising into their showdown with Redline next week. Now it's up to the defense to make a stand. 3:57 left before Vito's Pizza halftime show. And the play fake, and Provula keeps it, dives forward to the 47. Put down there by Donovan Catchings. It'll be be a gain of 3 for the QB. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 from there. And they'll mark it at the 46-yard line, so an actual gain of 2. And it looks like we down out there, Dallas Wildcats, and that will be John, 85-pound senior. So they'll take a look at John. Pulled the helmet off and pounded it onto the ground. Certainly always a frustration you have an injury. Hopefully nothing serious for the young man. So while the training staff takes a look at John, we'll take a Browns Orchards and Farm Market scoreboard update here for you. In the 2nd quarter, Hanover beating Biglerville now 20-7 in D3. Central Martinsburg from the Altaria leading Eastern 33-0 in the 2nd. Tough one for the Golden Knights this evening. It's West York 7, Dover 0 in the 2nd, and John Brandon is up and walking off, so that is certainly great news. Suburban leading Gettysburg 20-7 in the second quarter as the Trojans look to put themselves in position to claim at least a share of a division title for the second year in a row. Susky leading Kennerdale 21-0 in the second. Bermuda over Littlestown 14-0 at the half. Red Lion continues to lead Spring Grove 14-0 in the second. Northeastern up on Southwestern 7-0 in the second. And Catholic over Fairfield 21-0 in the second. And that is your Browns Orchards and Farm Market scoreboard. Second and 8 for Central, their own 46. We have 3:35 left on a turning clock in the Broadway Transmission second quarter. It's Dallastown 17 and Central 14. For Beulah, out of the pistol now. Takes the snap. He's going to throw. Has some time. Has a lot of time. Now runs to his right. And under pressure, he's got to go down as he is brought down in the backfield for Dallastown. As the hit is made by Joe Mounds, and it's a sack, the fifth one of the night, back to the 37-yard line, and that's a loss of 9. Cade Tribula has got to throw that thing away. He had all day back there, just couldn't find anybody, and should have tossed it away instead of taking the big 9-yard loss, but that's what he did, actually, from the from the 46 to the 37. So it is now third down and about 17 with 2:45 remaining here in the second quarter, and I think we're going to have a timeout here taken by Josh Oswald. He does. It's Central's last. 2:38 remaining in the half, and I think Josh Oswald, if they want to give Dallastown as much time with the football as possible. Cade Tribula back there for a long time. Good protection. Nobody open, but ran to his right. Needs to toss that thing away and not take the big sack. He is a sophomore, so that's one of those things that probably will come with experience. So Central now with the ball third, 17 at the Panther 37-yard line. They got the ball on the fumble. Rodney Scott into the pack and lost the ball. So the Wildcat defense looking to hold and get the ball back for their offense with 2 minutes and change left.
1987 class officers here this evening.
Senior night here at Dallastown. A nice crowd on hand. Central Band getting ready to take the field for their halftime performance. We'll bring some of that to you.
Please stop by. Check in and
so it's third and 17 for Central at their 37. Pamps playing for the chance to extend their season. They need a win tonight and next week against York High to get into those district playoffs. Third and long. Beulah drops to throw. Again, has time, fires it, and he's got a man out there. It is Santiago, makes the catch and stretches it out. And see where they mark it. He may have the first down. Max Tyrell on the stop. They're going to say went out of bounds short by a yard. So Beulah on the completion, but it's going to be for 16 yards. And Santiago stretched it out. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 47 of Dallastown. So it's fourth down and 1. What do you do here? With 2:29 left, clock stops as they went out of bounds. Fourth and short, do you go or do you punt it? And the clock's running, so Central's going to have to make a decision. They're out of timeouts. Dallastown takes a timeout now. So they have one left. So that'll give Central an opportunity to decide we want to try and go for it here near midfield with 2:29 left in the half, or punt it and try and get Dallastown deep with a lot of territory to cover and just one timeout remaining. So we will we'll see what Josh Oswald and crew decide. And so that is that. Been an interesting first half. Dallastown up 17-0 early on, and then Central getting the touchdown on a fumbled punt snap in the end zone, and after that, the 27-yard pass from Beulah to Sturgis to back in this thing. So fourth down and 1, the Dallastown 47, and Central apparently going to go for it here as the offense comes out. Big play here. Snap. And Sturgis on a keeper has it, or I'm sorry, Beulah on a keeper. Good play fake. He's stopped by catching the 42-yard line. So that was a gain of 5 on the keeper by Cade Beulah. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Central Panthers. The clock winds now with 2:22 remaining. Central out of timeouts. Here the Dallastown 42, so that's not big. And Central looking to see if they can take the lead into the locker room. That would be a stunner here for the senior night crowd. But Dallastown's defense looking to end the call. Probula to throw. Steps back. Fires down the far sideline now. And both players hit the deck out there as Sturts was back there with Dixon, and they were out on. A flag is down holding against Central. So that's going to move them back 10. I would think they'll take it. And that will, the ball's lying at the flag rather is lying at the 46 as a spot foul of 10 yards. So that will move it back to the Central 44-yard line. That will get a first down and a very long first down and at about 24 from there for Central. 2 minutes exactly left here in the first half. And Central's going to send, and now we have another whistle on the field. I'm not sure what the deal is. Officials talk about something. Clock stopped with 1:55 remaining. And I'm not sure that perhaps that the clock should not have started. It was an incomplete pass.
Reset the clock for 2:01.
Clock to 2:01, and that's what we have left. First down and 24 for the Central York Panthers at their own 44. Probula pump faked on the little bubble screen, gets away from register, and then fires it out, and I believe it was incomplete to Santiago. It was just across midfield, and a flag flies late, and this is going to be some kind of a late hit against Dallastown, I believe, as there was a hit after the play was done, and I think that's one of those where there was a little bumping going on and probably some words exchanged, and a bit of a quick flag, but could be a big 15-yarder against Dallastown. We'll see. Here's the call.
Personal foul, defense.
So a 15-yard personal foul penalty for a late hit flagged against Dallastown. That was William Anderson, the 6'2", 220-pound junior linebacker, and Kevin Myers out there to discuss that one and did not like the call. And after the incomplete pass, as Santiago was getting up, Anderson kind of shoved him back down. And you know, it's one of those things. I think technically probably was a penalty, but you see stuff like that a lot and doesn't necessarily get called. But it was here. It's 1st and 9 at the second down, and 9 at the Dallastown 41 with 1:54 left in the half. Central's out of time. Start as the ball is snapped. So 2nd and 9. Probula to throw. Blitz comes. They pick it up. Now he steps up through it and is going to be brought down right about the line of scrimmage as Ray Christus was in there for the defensive tackle spot. 5'11", 220-pound sophomore. Loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10 from there for Central. That's at the Dallastown 42-yard line. So 1:30 remaining in the half. Wildcat defense preserve the lead going to the locker room here, and Probula to throw. 3rd and 10. Looks to the side, has a man out there. It's tight end Ben Ward, and he's driven out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So Probula on the money there. It's going to be a 16-yard gain.
Nate Downey with the defense.
Downey on the stop, but it's a gain of 16. And a first down for the Central Panthers at the Wildcat 25. Out and stop the clock as well. So 1:10 still up there for Central. Again, the Panthers out of timeouts. And that's Ward's 5th catch of the year. Gives him 110 yards receiving on the season. Here's the snap through Probula. Gives it off to Goff off left tackle. He's down to about the 21-yard line. Gain of 4. Now they're going to have to hustle because they're out of timeouts. So it's 2nd and 6. The clock is ticking to 57 seconds. Anderson on the stop from his linebacker spot. Ball at the 21. Central needs to develop a little urgency here. We're inside 50 seconds. Down to 47. 2nd and 6 of the Wildcat 21. Probula in the pistol. Takes the snap. Play fake. Looks to throw. Rolls to his right under pressure. Register gets off his man and to Santiago down to the 9-yard line, and that is going to be good enough for first down, as that was down to the 10. It's a 15-yard gain, and that's a first down.
First and goal.
Clock running at 25 as they get it ready for play now. Again, Central out of timeouts. First and goal at the 10. For Beulah, snap. Oh, he has a man in the end zone, wide open. It's the tight end, Ward, and he catches it. Saw him late, but before the defense get over there, Beulah finds him in the end zone. It is a 10-yard touchdown pass. Tight end Ward, who got behind, and with 13 seconds remaining in the first half, Central has improbably come back to take the lead here, 20-17. Wow. A PAT to come here from Carter Lucabaugh out of the hole of Joe Jones. It's up and good. So Beulah's second touchdown pass of the first half. This one to Ben Ward, and the crowd here is stunned as Dallastown led this thing 17-0. And Central has answered with 21 straight points to take the 21-17 lead with 13 seconds left in the first half. Our Town Roofing and Siding scoring recap: it was a 10-play, 56-yard drive by the Panthers, consuming 3 minutes and 44 seconds, capped off by a 10-yard touchdown pass from Cade Beulah to Ben Ward. And right before the Vito's Pizza halftime show, Central has truly stunned this crowd as they take the lead 20-17. Wow. Well, a lot on the line here tonight. Central again. Central loses this one. Their season will conclude next week as they will not make the districts. They win tonight and next week. They have a shot anyway. 8 seed right now at 6A, and they take teams. They win tonight and next week. They probably have at least a 50-50 shot of it. Dallastown, the 5 seed currently, and look to have a shot to get at least a share of the division title next week against Redline, and to possibly, if they win tonight and next week, get a home playoff game. But right now the Wildcats need to recover after blowing the 17-point lead. So Carter Lucabaugh will boot it, and our Fast Signs kickoff. 13 seconds left. See if they just squib this thing. Carter pushes the ball and hits it. It is, in fact, bounced along the ground. One of the Wildcats up men hits it, and they fall on a 39-yard line. So Dallastown will take it here with 13 seconds left, and we presume they will take a knee, but one never knows.
39-yard line.
A 17-0 Dallastown lead with 2:38 left in the first quarter, and Central has scored the last 21 points to take this lead. So 11 seconds left here in the first half, and Dallastown will take a knee, and that'll get us to our Vito's Pizza halftime show. And there it is. So we have reached halftime, and the home crowd is going to mull this over as they get the refreshments and watch the Central band perform. Central 21, Dallastown 17. Again, game that Dallastown led 17-0 with 2:38 left in the first quarter. Wow. So the teams will retreat toward their locker rooms, and they'll talk it over, and Josh Oswald is going to tell his guys, keep it going. And Kevin Myers is going to talk about Dallastown regrouping and getting the momentum back here that they had when they were up 17-0. Central so often this year started slow, fallen behind, but then has come out and done the job. So the Dallastown dance team going to perform a little bit for the fans while the teams get off the field. They won't start the 15-minute clock until the team get into the locker rooms here. Shaw discussing something with referee as he heads to the locker room. Oswald, of course, his first season at Central, replacing 34-year head man Brad Livingston, who was let go over the winter, and a move that generated a lot of discussion in the community, certainly. And Oswald's still talking to the official about something here. As the teams make their ways to the locker room and the Central Band prepares to take the field, the Dallastown dance team performs for the folks here. As we head toward Vito's Pizza halftime show here on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, and it's a good one. Central 21 and Dallastown 17 as they prepare to wind our halftime clock here. And as they do, we will head to our first break here. And I'm going to want to wait till the teams head toward the locker room so we can get that rolling. We'll have recap scores from other games and our stats at halftime for you. As they get to wind the clock, teams making their way to their locker rooms. The official watching them, and we'll get it started here momentarily. With Central storming back from the 17-0 deficit to take the lead here, 21-17. Official still watching the teams head for the locker room. So we'll vamp here for a moment as we head to the Vita Pizza halftime show. Ron Ruman with you tonight. Gareth, his song is off this evening. It's been an interesting first half, and we will do here momentarily as the teams look to head to the locker rooms and update from their coaches. Panther Band taking the field here.
And our marching band! The band enters the field under the student leadership of music captain Jackson College. Our captain Gary.
And the clock in. Our first break here in the Vito's Pizza Show. Central 21, Dallastown 17.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza got their daily lunch special Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Bowling, large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight, Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Done in at 1734 South York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143.
When she looks up and says, "Dad, I'm playing field hockey," try not to show fear. She's quite capable of joining that fury of females turning down field, sticks in hand, ready to conquer and crush the opposition. In fact, in her mind, she's been ready, but you won't be ready until you take her to Flying Feet sports shoes. Flying Feet is the one place that makes sense of sports kit too, especially field hockey footwear. No, it's not just sneakers, Dad. She'll need shin guards and socks. Don't forget hockey balls, stick bags, grip tape, protective eyewear, and hockey sticks. Flying Feet covers every play size, every ability, even goalie sticks. Dad, you're about to get on the arm of fierce female competitive instinct. Flying Feet can help you navigate treacherous turf. They've been outfitting field players' entire team since you're 3. Flying Feet. Flying Feet sports shoes, 1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit I-83.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
All right, well, we're back with you. Sorry about that, folks. I have no idea what the problem is here other than everything's working on this end. Not on the other end, but I think we're back with you now on radio and game time. And so hopefully we'll stay with you for a while as the Central Band doing their Billy Joel show. Let's get you our Yorktown exciting scoring recap from an exciting first half here from Dallastown. Wildcats went up, a 10-yard touchdown run by Max Tyrell on their first possession, jet sweep. And 10:09 left in the first quarter, and then a 42-yard field goal by Drake Pugh with 5:54 left in the first made it 10-0 Dallastown. Wildcats, after another Central punt, went 60 yards in 4 plays, a 49-yard touchdown run by Rodney Scott to make it 17-0 in Dallastown with 2:38 left in the first. That's when everything changed. Central punted again. Dallastown was punt snap in the end, recovered by for a touchdown. Made 17-59 left in the second quarter, and that lit the spark under Central. On their next possession, they went 57 yards in 7 plays, 2 minutes 10 seconds, capped off by a 27-yard touchdown pass from Cade Tribula to Tim Sturgis, made it 17-14. Then Dallastown got the ball back, fumbled it in Panther territory, and the Panthers went 56 yards in 10 plays, a 10-yard touchdown pass from Tribula to Ben Ward. And with 13 seconds left in the first half, Central took its lead 21-17 over Dallastown, and that is where we stand here at halftime. The Vito's Pizza Halftime Show, Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap under the direction of Drum Major Justin Kolash. Here is the Central York Panther Band. They'll take us to the break. We'll have your Cookman Kunkel halftime stats after this.
Cookman & Kunkel Insurance Group, part of the Keystone Insurers Group, can save you 15 to 50% for just 15 minutes of your time. We custom plans for your needs and find you the best rate and protection. Discounts for good driver, good student, homeowners, renters, and multiple policies. Plus health, life, and all types of business insurance. Locally owned by Rudy and Pam Cookman, 3217 Smart York, 854-0300, or online at KIGYork.com. Cookman & Kunkel Insurance Group, a proud supporter of Hunter Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or at 1399 South Queen Street, 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Broadway transmission? I don't know how they do it.
We've been in business for 60 years at the same location.
I don't know how they do it.
It's our long-term nationwide warranties.
Oh, and don't forget our online appointment scheduling.
I still don't know how they do it.
They toted my van at no cost with my repair.
It's our ATRA certified technicians. Don't forget the good-looking genius in the office.
Come on, man.
I know they help me with financing. Still, with my bad credit, I don't know how they do it.
I did my research and felt comfortable that Broadway is a AAA-approved specialty repair shop. I showed my AAA card and saved some hard-earned cash.
I was happy to get a $100 rebate in the mail after the job was done.
I sure don't know how they do it, but I do know they get it done, and they get it done right.
Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and back on the road fast. Check us out on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
The Piano Man, Billy Joel, being performed by the Central Panther Band here at halftime, one of the many excellent music programs here in York County. At halftime, it's Central 21, Dallastown 17. Our Copeland Kunkel halftime stats for Central on the ground. Noriega Goff, 8 carries, 17 yards. Hunter Warner, 2 for Cade Buell, 9 for minus 20. 5 of those were sacks. So overall, Central 19 carries, just 3 net yards on the ground. But Prbula through the air has been most efficient, 10 of 12 for 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sakai Barton, 2 catches from -8. Those 2 screens they tried, flanker screens, didn't work. Eddie Santiago, 3 catches, 35 yards. Tim Sturgis, 2 for 35, a 27-yard touchdown. Drew Anderson, 1 for 30. And Ben Ward, 2 for 26, including a 10-yard touchdown, 121 total yards for Central. For Dallastown on the ground, Zion to 7 for 13. Rodney Scott, 5 for 66, including a 49-yard touchdown run. Mike Sparks, 3 for 12. Max Tyrell, 3 for 14, including a 10-yard touchdown run. 18 carries, 105 yards for the Wouts. Through the air, struggled. Mike Sparks, just 1 of 8 for 5 yards rather. Down 1 of 5 for 8 yards was Sparks. First half, 113 total yards for the Wildcats. Central leads at 21-17 on the Vito's Pizza halftime show. We'll have the halftime scoreboard show next on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Do you know why Apple Ford of Redline is York County's most loved Ford dealer?
I got $5,000 in bonus cash and dealer discounts off my new 2016 Ford Focus.
I got 0% financing for 22 months and $500 military appreciation bonus cash.
Check out Apple Ford's hundreds of positive online reviews. Then visit York County's most loved Ford dealer at Apple Ford or goappleford.com. Offers with approved credit and samples include all manufacturer offers and dealer discounts. See dealer for details. Offers expire 31/16.
Today it seems everybody is offering a discount car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection, impersonal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts, still get full service and dependable protection from the world's largest car insurer. See me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on, an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
To get ready for every Penn State football game, keep it on Sports Radio 1350. I'm Ron Ruman, and each week during the fall, I'll bring you the latest on this Saturday's game with comments from Coach James Franklin and Nittany Lion players. Listen for reports throughout the day, Wednesday through Friday. Brought to you by Penn State York, your neighborhood SureSave Markets, and financial advisor Dave Sprinkle. For your Penn State foot fix, stay tuned to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And the Panther Band continuing to the fan halftime. It's senior night. Dallastown fans a little shaky now. It's 21-17 Central in the game. The Wildcats led 17-0. Our York Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard show now. Other games in the York Adams League tonight. Hanover leading Biglerville 27 at the half. Central Martinsburg from the Altoona area leading Eastern 33-0. Westover Dover at the half 7-6 in a big rivalry game there. Suburban leading Gettysburg 20-7 in the third. The Trojans can win that. They'll go to 7-2 and 5-0 in the league and have no worse than a share of their second division title and possibly put themselves into the district playoffs. Susquehanna going for its third year, leading Airedale 28-0. At the half, Bermudian over Littlestown 21-0 in the third. A bit of a surprise there. Red Lion leading Spring Grove 14-0 at the half. Red Lion Dallastown next week. We'll have it for you on Sports Radio 1350 in game time. Lions looking to remain unbeaten. They're the 3 seed currently in District 3 6A. And Northeastern leading Southwestern 24-0 at the half as the Bobcats look to go 7-2. And York Catholic looking to go 8-1. They lead Fairfield 21-0 at the half. That's your York Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard show here as our halftime score is Central 21 and Dallastown 17 as the Panther Band wraps up it. Halftime show. We're going to take a break, come back with our Iacono's Coach's Pep Talk after this, some high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
My name is Bob Innerst. I've been a York Traditions Bank customer since 2008. One of the things that I like about York Traditions Bank is that I know everyone is right here in the York area and everybody's local and the decisions are made, right here at the bank. So I feel very comfortable if I need a loan or if I have a question about anything, I'm going to get the answer from the people right here. Because we live here too means that they share a lot of the same concerns that I do. I know that they give back to the local community, and it really makes a difference. They're vested here, and that's important to me. I now tend to measure other businesses that I deal with the level of service that I get at York Traditions Bank. I feel that York Traditions Bank never takes my business for granted. I highly recommend York Traditions Bank to anyone.
Transition to Traditions today. Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your football party's started with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Pick up party planners with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with kettle cookies. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas. At Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, and coming soon to East York at Nell's Markets Fresh Food in East Berlin and at Wetzel's in Glenrock.
There's only one place for low school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
Indeed. Tonight we're bringing you a good local high school football game. Central leads Dallastown 21-17 at the half. Getting ready to start our second half. Our Maple Dunk quarter. Central Panthers retaking the field here in their warm-ups, and the Wildcats will be joining them shortly. Great halftime show by the Central Band. Their Billy Joel theme this year. Time now for our Iaconos coaches pep talk, and I'm going to tell you, I'm sure that the Dallastown Wildcats were getting an earful full from Kevin Myers and his staff. They were up 17-0, and as Central has done so much this year, a big play ignited them in the Spring Grove game we had a few weeks ago. A kickoff return for a touchdown. Here it was a recovery of a fumbled punt in the end zone, which got them started. And Central's just never looked back since then. And I think Kevin Myers telling these guys, we've had a couple of turnovers. That's really what led to a couple of their scores. We've got a ball, can't turn the ball over, take advantage of the opportunities when we get them, and play like we know we can. For Josh Oswald and the Panthers, I think he's got to tell them, be opportunistic, look for those big plays. That's what we, we've gotten off to the slow start so often, so hopefully we're into this game now and won't face that in the second half. That game is working. For Beulah, the sophomore quarterback's taking some sacks he probably didn't need to take, so maybe they're talking to him about just throwing that ball away a little bit. This is anybody's game as we head to the second half here at Dallas School on senior night. That's our Iaconos coaches pep talk as we get ready for the third quarter. Central 20 down. Fast Signs kickoff comes your way next on the High School Foot Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Penn State York. Great faculty, small classes, personal attention. Even if you're not sure what you want to do, Penn State York can help you choose the class, the course, the program, the certificate, seminar, or degree you want. Penn State York offers 9 four-year bachelor degrees you can complete without leaving the area. There are also some associate degrees. You can also begin the first 2 years of more than 160 Penn State majors right here in York. No matter what class you take, the national reputation of Penn State will follow you throughout your career. Call Penn State York for a brochure. 771-4040. That's 771-4040.
Hello, Maple Donuts.
Hello, it's me. Do you have baskets?
Did you say baskets?
Exactly. Look, I have a pretty good feeling I'll be relocating soon in Washington.
Oh, sounds nice.
We're downsizing a bit. Little white house, big lawn, adorable. Anyway, what I need from Charlie is a good supply of Baker's baskets.
Well, Maple Donuts offers a baker's dozen with every dozen Maple Donuts you buy.
You see, somebody has said she would put my supporters in a basket of delectable...
Yeah, no, I think she said a basket of...
I know what she said, but I'm going to make this a positive.
I see.
I'm one of those champagne bottle half full kind of guys.
Right.
So, here's my plan. In my new home, I will place kits of delectable maple donuts all around.
Oh, so any supporter who stops by could snack on a fresh, delectable maple donut. A glazed, a jelly-filled, vanilla sprinkles.
People love them.
Ooh, sounds like a big job. Who's going to be in charge of all those maple donuts?
People are saying the governor of New Jersey, but I'm thinking that might not be a good idea.
Yeah, the old fox in the hen house thing.
So sad.
Maple donut taste right. Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communication. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than signs, and we're more than to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Visit our store next to Sam's Club in East York or visit us online at fastsigns.com.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WIK.
All right, we're here at Dallastown area. The Wild get the Fast Signs kickoff to start the third quarter. They trail it 21-17, and boy, if you were with us early and went away for a while, you're saying, what the heck? Dallastown was up 17-0 with 2:38 in the first quarter, but Central got on the board, recovered a fumbled snap on a punt in the end zone, and then a touchdown pass of 27 yards from Cade Perbula. Just 50 and a half after another fumble near midfield. Central went 56 yards, and with 13 seconds left, a 10-yard pass from Perbula to Porter's tight end, and Central leads at 21-17. They have been the comeback team all year, but Dallastown needs to come back now if they want to head into the showdown with Red Lion next week with a chance to at least tie for the division and possibly play for a home playoff game. Here at Red Lion leading Spring Grove 14-0 at the half. We'll keep you posted on that one. The Lions look to go to 9-0. Can the homestanding Wildcats want to come back of their own here in the second half? We shall find. You're with us. Ron Ruman here on Sports Radio 1350 and Game Time PA. Later on, upstairs in the cold on the roof here at the press box. And Gareth Hissong off to this evening and back next week. Jim Harden, as always, doing all the right things back at the station for us. Appreciate you guys very much. Our second half kickoff ready to come now from Fast. Start the Maple Donuts third quarter. Carter Luca Bob will hit it. Dallastown will have it going right to left. Wildcats try and climb out of the 4-point deficit. Dan Carter hits it. It's end over end coming to Dixon at the 6. Come up the near hash mark. Across the 20. Oh, he is upended at the 25. Somebody got a hand on him and flipped him there. Might have been Pinedo. First and 10 for the Wildcats now. As Drew Anderson on the stop. And
First and 10.
Line. So we'll see what the Wildcats can do here offensively to start the second half. Send a couple wide receivers up top of the formation as they go right to the left, and Sparks will work out of that pistol formation. Takes the snap and a play fake. He's going to throw. Pressure comes. Baca. Baca's got him. Quinn Baca with the sack back at the 20. Linebacker shot through there. Really was not blocked much at all. It's going to be a loss of 5 back to the 6, back to the 20-yard line. And it's going to be long. 2nd and 16 for the Wildcats from the 20. Quinn Baca, the 5'80" junior linebacker, knifing through to get the sack, and it's going to be 2nd down and long. Wildcats here. Sparks has struggled in the air tonight. 1 of 5 for just 8 yards. On 2nd and long now, and they had a lineman move that time. A pulling guard pulled her. 240-pounder.
Ball start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
As you hear the call from the referee, so that'll move it back to the 15-yard line. And now Dallastown will be facing a 2nd down and 21 on the opening possession of the second half. Crowd was fired up early, but it has been quiet since the midway point of the second quarter. Now Dallastown facing a 2nd and very long at their own 15. 3 wide receivers. Sparks drops to throw. They set up green, and his man, Rodney Scott, out in the flat. With some defenders out there, he would have had a little room to run, but as it It's going to be 3rd and 21 now for Dallastown from its own 15, so certainly not the start that Kevin Myers wanted for this team. So much on the line for both of these squads here tonight against Central, playing for its life after Week 10. Tonight, to get in the playoffs. Dallastown, if they lose tonight and next week, who knows? Probably may still make it, maybe not. If they won tonight, next week, they probably had a home playoff game. So lots to play for. And Sparks on 3rd and long, fires it down the near sideline, underthrown and almost picked off by Obi and Ayatanwu. He had the inside position on Brady Caldwell, and Caldwell became the defensive back there to break that one up. So it's incomplete, 4 down, and a unique physique punt coming, and Drake Pugh will be around his goal line. And now we have a Central Panther player down. It is an Ayatanwu who looked okay after that, and he was celebrating a little bit and is on the turf now. So trainers from both teams come out and take a look at him. Obi, 6'2", 170-pound junior defensive back. So we'll see what the deal is here. He's trying to get himself up off the turf. He looked like he was okay after he made the play, and then he was jumping up and down, I thought, in celebration. Maybe he twisted something there. Boy, you hate to see that. So they're going to take a look at him here as we're just underway. 10:56 left in the Maple Donuts third quarter. Coach Josh Oswald out there with the training staffs from both schools. And the good news is that Obi and Ayatanwu is sitting up, moving all around, so hopefully nothing serious, and now getting to his feet. So hopefully that is very good news for the young guy, junior. Just standing there right now talking to the trainers and to his coach. He broke up that pass. Actually, he had the inside position. It was Braden Caldwell who truly broke up from being intercepted at about the 45-yard. Obi now will make his way toward the Panther sideline, so hoping that that is nothing serious, and the Panther players come over to give him a pat on the back, and now he's kind of trotting toward the sideline, so that's good news. So here it is, 4th and long, and Dallastown will punt. Our punt brought to you by Unique Physique. Drake will catch it around the 2, hit it around the 5, and Noriega Goff is just on his side of midfield. There's the snap. Good snap it is. Pugh gets it on. End-over-end kick. About the 45. Dallastown takes a Wildcat bounce across the midfield, across the 45, the 40, and all the way down to the 35-yard line of Dallastown. So that ends up being a 50-yard for the Drake Pugh. And Dallas Central will get its first possession with 10:40 left here in the third quarter. Central leading it by a score of 21-17. And again, not to be repetitive, but in case you weren't here at the beginning, this is a game that Dallastown 17-0 with 2:38 left in the first quarter. So the Wildcat defense called on now to try and get a stop. Central on in the first possession of the second half. And offense onto the field. The sophomore quarterback, Cade Beulah, had a very good first half in the air. 10 of 12, 118 yards and 2 touchdowns. And now we're going to have a flag for an illegal substitution as Central lined up with 12 guys.
Good ball. Substitution. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
And, trying to run off the field there at the end. Michael Moss, and that'll move it back to the 30. And from there, it will be first down and 15. Beulah will work out of the pistol here, 2 wides, top of the formation, hands it off to Noriega Goff, running straight ahead. Bryce Register grabs him around the ankles, and Noriega got 5, and it'll be second down and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Second down, the Panthers.
Bryce Register, a 6', 250-pound senior defensive end for Kevin Myers. Second and 10 at the 35 now. Opening couple minutes of the third quarter. Beulah looking to the sideline with his mates to get the play now. 4 wide receiver set. The Panthers take the snap, hands it to Goff. Goff off left tackle, bounce it outside, gets the 40, and still on his run out of bounds at about the 42 or 43-yard line by Max Tyrell. They're going to mark it at the 41. Going to be a gain of 6. And Braden Caldwell over there also perhaps for Dallastown. So it's going to be 3rd down and 4 for Central. That's at their own 41-yard line. Wildcat fans coming to life here, asking for some defense. And Brabula taking the snap, hands it to Goff. Goff up the middle. He's hit and stopped. Stopped a good yard plus short as Bryce Register on there for Dallastown along with Drake Fleet. And it's going to be a gain of 2, and Goff actually a good 2 yards short where they mark it. So that's going to be bring up 4th down and a unique physique punt. So the Wildcat defense gets the stop here, and Carter Lukava will boot it to Max Tyrell. Carter will hit this one probably just beyond his own 30. Tyrell standing just inside his 30. Good snap on some pressure, but he gets it off. Good high kick, and Tyrell fields it, dropped it. And that's Central football. 3rd turnover tonight for Dallastown as Joe is down there to recover humble. And so Max Tyrell simply didn't catch it. And that turns it over to Central. And so Central has it at the 28-yard line with 9:23 left in the 3rd. Max Tyrell had his eye on the defender and did not bring it in. So Central with a golden opportunity here on the Wildcats' 3rd turnover of the evening. The offense for the Panthers will come back out there now at the Wildcats 28. 9:23 left in the Maple Donuts 3rd. Brabula with 3 receivers to the top of the formation. He gives it to Goff. Noriega and straight ahead, not much there. As John Braden, the linebacker, came through to make the stop there right about the line of scrimmage. So no gain, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers at the Dallastown 28-yard line. Again, 3 wide receivers up top as Central goes left to right in the 3rd. Brabula play fake, looks to throw now. Pressure comes, stepped away from the first guy, but not the 2nd and 3rd. And Bryce Register there. Steve Dunzig was in the backfield as well, as was Mickey Medina. And down at the 30-yard line, loss of 2. And Dearney Waters now, one of the offensive linemen for Central, is down. So come and take him. And again, hopefully that will be nothing serious for them. Has his helmet off, in some discomfort there on the ground. Dearney, a 5'10", 210-pound senior, plays both ways on the line for the Central York Panthers. So I take a look at him, and while they do that, we'll take a moment here with 8:33 left in the Maple Donuts 3rd quarter and get a Browns Orchards and Farm Markets scoreboard update for you. In the 3rd quarter, it's Hanover leading Biglerville 20-7. Central from Martinsburg 40-0 over Eastern. Central 8-1 out of the Altoona area. At the half, West York up on Dover 7-6 in a big rivalry game. Suburban 20, Gettysburg 14 in the 4th quarter. Again, that's a really game for the Trojans as they come into action tonight. With a 6-2 overall record, and Suburban currently the 7 seed in Quad A. 8 qualify for making the playoffs there at Eastern next week. So if Suburban can win those last 2, they may very well get into those district playoffs. Susquehannock big over Kennerdale 45-0 in the 4th. Rams winless on the season. That will be the 3rd win of the year for Susquehannock. Bermudian and Littlestown now tied at 21, so a big comeback there as well, as Bermudian was up 21-0 in that one. So in the 4th they are tied, and that is for the battle to stay 1 game behind in Division 3, and also big game in the district playoffs there, because coming into the action tonight in AAA, Littlestown is the 2 seed, Bermudian the 4 seed, take 4. So Bermudian would do themselves a world of good with that win. Littlestown looking to hopefully get a home game. Also tonight, it is Red Lion 28, Spring Grove nothing in the 3rd. So the Lions looking to roll to 9-0 heading into the showdown at Horn Field next week at Dallastown. With Dallastown, we'll have that for you here on 1350 and Game Time. Northeastern looking to go 7-0. Wow, they're putting the hurting on Southwestern 31-0. Bobcats leading there. And York Catholic over Fairfield 35-7 in the 3rd. Irish to go 8, maintain the top seed, District 3 A. So that's your Browns Orchards and Farm Market scoreboard update as DeArnie Waters is up and slowly walking toward the Panther sideline. So good to see him up and walking off under his own power, albeit rather slowly. So hopefully won't be anything serious for the young man. For Central, it is 3rd down and 12 at the Wildcat 30. Panthers had it at the 28 after the fumble on the punt by Dallastown. Max Tyrell didn't handle it. So it's 3rd and 12 for Central at the Wildcat 30-yard line. 8:33 left in the Maple Donuts third, and Central leading at 21-17. That's where we were at the half. So the play clock is a-running here, and Central just trotting out to the football now, so they better be aware that they've got about 15 seconds to get this play off right now. And Probula with 4 wide receivers takes the snap. Stands in the pocket, has time now running out of it. Scrambles his right, has a lot of room to run at the 30, the 25, and is shoved out of bounds at about the 21 or 22-yard line. Ben Ward pushing him out there. And see where they mark this thing at about the 22-yard line. So it's a gain of 8. And that's going to leave Central here 4th down and 4. And they're going to send Carter Lukabot out to what would be about a 39-yard field goal. It's a 42-yarder already this season. So he has the leg to do this. Out of the hole, Joe Jones, and on the snap for Central is Ben Ward. Have a Ben Ward on each side tonight. So a 39-yard field goal attempt for Carter Lukabot to try and extend the lead to 7. The snap is high. Jones gets it down. Hey, it's got the distance, and it is right down Broadway. And Carter Lukabot with a 39-yard field goal, and Central leads at 24-17. 8 left in the Maple Donuts third. You're listening to the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Unique Physique is your neighborhood gym in York. Young or old, it's the fitness center for you. Unique Physique has special classes for senior citizens like Zumba, Cherry, Silver and Fit Explore. Silver and Fit plan, you can get a free membership physique and sessions with a trainer, also free. Achieve greater control of your health with physical activity and regular exercise. If you're looking for greater independence and a healthier life, call John Kirchner at 755-2639.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in sports.
So Central capitalizes on the turnover, the fumbled punt, and a Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap. It was a 4-yard drive, consuming a minute 21 seconds, culminating in a 39-yard field goal by Carter Lukabot and extending the Central lead to 24 over the Dallastown Wildcats with 8:02 left in the Maple Donuts third quarter. So we'll have a fast signs kick here from Carter Lukabot. Dallastown still only down 1 score. The Wildcats unable to move it on their first possession. They were 3 and out. As was Central before the punt was fumbled. So Lukabot approaches it and hits it for the fast signs kick. Low line driver hits at the 5 and is hit inbounds by Rodney Scott. So he's going to have to return it. Picks it up at the 5. The 10 gets through the first wave and is out at the 30. Oh, he was about a 7.5 for breaking that one. Quinn gets it at about the 31-yard line. So Dallastown will start 1st and 10 from there, with 7:53 remaining here in the third. So Scott, boy, he was about as I mentioned, about a step and a half away from maybe taking that thing the distance. So Dallastown down 7 now, and the senior quarterback Mike Sparks trots into the huddle. He's struggled throwing it tonight, 1 of 7 for only 8 yards. Dallastown offense needs to rev it up here, 2 wides each way as Wilds go right left. Sparks in the pistol, gonna throw. Here's the screen. They get to Downey, gets a block out there from Connor Orr, and is out to the 36-yard line as Darnell Johnson makes a tackle from his defensive back spot. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats. And so that was a throw out there. Who caught that? Yeah, who caught us? Downey. Okay, thank you. All right, Downey on the 10. Here we have Tyrell with it on that sweep, and a pass completed to Tyrell. It's a gain of 4.
Just past the 40.
Let's get gain of 4.
Sowers with the tackle.
And Joey Sowers on the stop. It's got to be 3rd and 1 now for the Wildcats at the 40-yard line. 2 straight completions for Mike Sparks. Those good short throws probably good to get him a little confidence right now. And he's got him 3rd and 1 right now at the 40. 6:48 left here in the 3rd quarter. Under center is Sparks. Everybody crowding the line. Sparks, quarterback keeper. He's got it and still running out to the 45 line. They shove him back now, but he got out to the 44. They're going to mark it. It's a gain of 4 and a first down for the Dallastown Wildcats. So Sparks completing a couple of short passes there for 9 yards. Get him a little. He's now 3-9 for 17 yards on the night. And then he keeps it on the sneak for the first down at the 45. So they mark it there. It is going to be a gain of 5 and a first down for Dallastown from there. 24-17 Central up. About halfway through the Maple Donuts 3rd quarter. Again, 2 wides each way. Sparks under center now, with Scott in the backfield, and a play fake to Scott. Sparks keeps it and gets out to the 47 again.
Side. Looks like he's up near the 46-yard line.
It's going to be a gain of 2 there. 2nd down and 8, and Justin Pinedo on the stop.
Tackle.
Pinedo, a 6'1", 250-pound senior defensive tackle, very active on the defensive line there for Josh Oswald and company. So 2nd and 8 for the Panthers, or the Wildcats rather, on the 47-yard line. Ben Ferree out over the football. The center will go out of the pistol, 4 wides each way now, and Scott in the backfield. Sparks takes the snap, stops the throw out to Tyrell. Tyrell has a step at midfield. Tyrell at the 45, breaks a tackle down the sideline, still going. He's at the 20, is hemmed in now, and finally out of bounds at about the 18-19-yard line. So a nice catch and run by Max Tyrell. And that time Sparks hit him in stride, and that's going to be from the 47 down to the, are they going to mark this thing at the 19? So 31 and 30. Yards on a little swing pass to Max Tyrell, who put that in stride. And so it's a first down at the 18. That's in the Weckers Carpet Red Zone, where teams have been tonight, but I think I've neglected to mention that. We appreciate Weckers and all of our sponsors. So first down in the Carpet Red Zone, Dallastown on the move, trying to tie this. Sparks takes the snap, drops the throw, and trouble, and runs. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and I think that's about it. Cortland Sperry on the stop there along with Evan Gaffney, and they'll actually mark it at the 20. Loss of a yard. It's got to get down and 11 for the now from the central line. Of course, the Wildcats have their own field goal guy, Drake Pugh. He can boot it. He's got several field goals already on the season, including one tonight. 2nd and 11. Sparks under center now with Scott in the backfield, and they do play fake. Now Sparks has it, and it's dragged down in the backfield as the penetration made there, and it's Quinn Baca from linebacker spot along with Sperry in there to make the stop back at the 22-yard line, a loss of 2, so it's going to be 3rd down now and about 13 for the Dallastown Wildcats at the central 22-yard line. Clock at 4:15 here in the Maple Donuts 3rd. It's Central 24, Dallastown 17. The Wildcats in 3rd and long, and Wildcats going to have to take a timeout here. They were having trouble getting lined up, so they're going to have to spend a timeout here to make sure they don't have the wrong play. We'll take a break with them as well. It's 24-17 Central leading Dallastown. 4:07 left in the 3rd on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
If you're buying new flooring, besides clicking around the internet, you need to see Weckers Flooring Center. You'll be excited by Weckers news for luxury vinyl tile. Weckers' expanded hardwood and laminate departments with you, and Weckers' variety of carpeting and warehouse truckload buys on remnant is unmatched. But Reason to choose Weckers is trust. From the buying experience to the installation. That's why they're voted best 11 years running. Weckers Flooring Center, Route 30, Hellemate.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9. Radio 1850 WOYK.
All right, 3rd and 13, Dallastown, the central 22-yard line, 4:07 left. This will be the 9th play of this drive for Dallastown, down by 7. Sparks, play fake, looks to throw, across the middle he goes. Oh, and Downey off his hands. Good coverage by Obianaya Tunwu. Nate had his hands on that, couldn't bring it in at the 5-yard line. So it's incomplete, 4th down, and that's going to bring Drake Pugh out for what will be about a 40-yard field goal attempt. Now, Drake has one tonight of 42. We know he can hit this one. And it will be spotted right at the 30-yard line by Brett Smith. So Pugh will attempt to cut the lead to the deficit to 4. Snap is there, set is down, the kick is up. Oh, it's got the distance, and that is good and with room to spare. So Drake Pugh, 40-yard field goal, and that with 4:01 in the third cuts the deficit to 24-20. So this one looked like it was going to be a blowout early, then Central all the momentum, and now Dallastown has answered. So we may be heading for a good finish after all. 4:01 left in the Maple Donuts third. It's 24-20. Central leading it. Let's get our Yorktown Inside scoring recap. A 10-play for Dallastown that covered 57 yards and ended up with a 40-yard Drake Pugh field goal. And the time of the drive was 3 minutes and 52 seconds. And our score till 24 and Dallas 20. So we'll have a fast signs kick from Mr. Pugh. And see what Central can do. Next week, don't forget, we will be at Horfield and Redlands along with host the Wildcats of Dallastown.
Pugh will kick off for the Wildcats.
Pugh will tee it up on the 40. Noriega off. Tim Sturgis and Joe Jones are deep for Central. Ron Ruman with you and glad with us tonight. Here's the boot, and it's high end over end, and it's going to come down to Goff at the 5. 5 comes straight up the field out to the 20, sidesteps a couple of guys, still on his feet out to about the 28-yard line, and there to make the hit for Dallastown is Ray Ossie, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from there for the Central York Panthers, leading 24-20 with 3:54 remaining at about the 27-yard line. Mark it at the 28. 3:54 remaining here in the Maple Donuts third quarter, and Provula will send 3 wide receivers to the near as the Panthers go left to right. Cade takes the snap, hands it to Goff off right side. Not much there, and may have actually gotten pretty much nothing. As Drake Fleet was there, William Anderson was there, and we're going to mark this at the 28 gain for Goff. It'll be 2nd and 10 from there. Panthers with the football and the 4-point lead. Bueller to throw. In the pocket, pressured, being chased, gets it off and bounced there to Sakai Barton. So it is incomplete, as the pressure that time was applied by John Brandon, the linebacker. So 3rd down and 10 now for Central at their own 28 with 3:22 left in the third. And Central up 24-20. Fabiola, the pistol, drops to throw. In the pocket, fires it down the middle, and that's up for grabs, and it is stopped by Braden Caldwell at the 45. 30 inside the 20, called inside the 50, tackled by DeArnie Waters at the 9-yard line. The interception by Braden Caldwell on a advised pass by Cade Beulah, middle of a lot of defenders, and Caldwell returned it from the 45 down to the 10-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and goal in the Weckers Carpet red zone for the Dallastown Wildcats at the Central 10 with 3:09 left in the third quarter.
interception. We had a block in the back on the intercepting team. 10-yard penalty for the first down.
So there's a penalty, as you heard, on Dallastown. So will, in fact, not be starting at the Central 10, but they will start at the Central 28-yard line. So not quite the field position, but still pretty good for Dallastown. Off the turnover, been huge tonight. And Dallastown has 3, and that is the first, I believe, for Central this evening. So the Wildcats first and 10. The Panthers 8, 3:09 left in the third. Dallastown looking to regain the lead. Here they're down by 4. Backs in the eye behind Sparks, who's under center. Takes the snap to the deep back as Zion DeVance. He's hitting the backfield, got away from one guy, but not the rest. Cortland Sperry was the first guy to get through, and then was finally Obianaya Tanwu and Justin Pinedo making the stop. And thing at 31, so it's a loss of 3.
Second down for Dallas.
And it's going to be second and 15 for the at the Panther 1-yard line. Wildcats out over the football now. 2.5 left in the Maple Donuts third, and Panthers up 4. Out of the pistol now will go Sparks. Takes the snap, gives it to Zion DeVance off the right side, has a little hole, breaks it to the outside. The 25 cuts it inside the 20, the 15 still on his feet, inside the 10, and down to the 5-yard line. Zion DeVance with a nifty yard run. First and goal at the 5 inside the Weckers carpet red zone. Deontay English could bring him down, but a nice run by Zion DeVance of 21 yards, first down and goal at the 5-yard line for the Dallastown Wildcats. His box away and then turned on the acceleration. First and goal at the 5, backs in the eye. Sparks under center, gives it to Zion DeVance, and he's to the 4. Quinn Baca got him, along with Sowers. Gain of about a yard to be second goal from there for the Wildcats. Quinn Baca, very active defensive tonight for Central, the 5'8", 170-pound junior linebacker. Second goal from the 4. Buck 35 left in the Maple Donuts third. 24-20 Central over Dallastown. Wildcats up to the line of scrimmage. Sparks again under center. He's got Callahan in the backfield in front of Scott. They give it to Scott off the right side, and Rod still on his feet. Was Cortland Sperry able to bring him down, and not much of a gain there at all. In fact, no gain. It's going to be third down and goal from the 4-yard line.
Third and goal.
Ball just inside the 5 here in the Weckers carpet red zone. So Dallastown get into pay dirt here and retake the lead that they lost after 17-0 in the first quarter. Lost just before halftime. Top of the formation, we've got a full house backfield for Dallastown now. Sparks takes a snap, he's going to throw. Rolling to his right. Rolling, he's at the 10, going to run. He's at the 5, Sparks. And is he in? He is into the end zone. Michael Sparks on the there was just shy of the end zone, but able to get in there. I think Joey Sowers, the initial hit, but Sparks able to reach it across the goal line. And so that's a 5-yard touchdown run for Mike Sparks. And with 34 seconds left in the third, Dallastown retakes the lead 26-24, pending the extra point. Drake Puan to try and add the 27th point for Dallastown. Snap is there, set is down, kick is up, and it is through. So with 34 seconds left in the third, it is Dallastown 27 and Central York 24. So our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap, a 6-play, 28-yard drive in 2 minutes 55 seconds for Dallastown, capped by the touchdown run by Mike Sparks. 34 seconds left in the Maple Donuts third. It is Dallastown 27 and Central 24. Wow. Well, this has turned out to be a dandy after starting out looking like a blowout. And glad you are with us here on your home for local sports, Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com. Have a Last sign here in a moment. Just 34 seconds left before the end of the third. And get you caught up on some other scores here at the quarter break as well. Some other big games around the league, and a lot of folks looking for the showdown next week, as always in Week 10 with Dallastown and Red Lion, and looks like the Lions are going to go into that one at 9-0, so I'll update that for you in a moment. Drake Puel booted. And again, we've got Goff, Sturgis, and Jones back for Central. Drake approaches the ball and hits it. Good high end over. Fielded by Goff at 3. He'll bring it up the near side, gets a block. He's at about the 15 and is not going to get away, as Donovan Catchings was the first guy down there. And so it's going to be the 15-yard line, and Central will start there. 1st and 10 with 27 seconds left in the third. And Dallastown now back in the lead, 27-24. So Prabula threw the pick after he was having a good night. He was 10 of 13 up to that point, now 10 of 15 on the evening. So 1st and 10 for Central. At their own 15-yard line. Prabula will work out of the pistol, and the Dallastown fans call for defense. Handed off to Goff, a little hold, but not much. He gets out to 16, and that's about it. As Donovan Catchings and Joe Munoz were in there to make the stop. So Goff picks up 2 yards to 17. That's how the third quarter is going to end. We have played 3, and our score is Dallastown 27, Central 24. The York Mitsubishi fourth quarter comes your way next. Don't go away. Here on the Ball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Yorktown Roofing and Siding, locally owned and operated since 1992. Premier building materials distributor in Central PA. Distributors of roofing and siding, windows and doors, railings, seamless gutter and gutter guard, and cabinets and vanities. Wholesale and retail. Located at 261 Northeast Street in York. Online at YorktownRoofingandSiding.com or call 845 toll free at 1-800-457-394.
Yorktown and your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York. First in Sport.
Well, we have a dandy for you tonight. Ron Rubin with you. Gareth Hissong will be back next week. It's 27-24. Dallastown leading Central. Start the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter. Dallastown hoping to be 8-1, head into their showdown with Red Lion next week. Lions are going to be 9-0. They lead Spring Grove 42-7 in the fourth out of Papermaker Stadium. Other scores: Hanover leading Biglerville 2014 in the fourth. Central Martinsburg big over Eastern 7-7 in the fourth. It's Dover now taking the lead over York 14-7 in the fourth, and a big rival there in the fourth. Suburban hanging on Gettysburg to 14. That's huge for the Trojans if they can win. Susquehanna gets its third win of the year over winless Kennerdale 51-0. Bermudian now up on Littlestown 35-21 in the fourth, a big one in D3. All right, here we have 2nd down and 8 for Central. Prabula drops to throw. Has time, fires it deep down the middle. It's going for Sturgis. He behind the defense at the 40. Sturgis inside the 20, inside the 10, into the end zone. I see no flags, and there's going to be an 83-yard touchdown pass. Aid Prabula to Tim Sturgis. Third touchdown pass of the night for Prabula. Sturgis' second touchdown catch. He got behind the defense, and there was no catching him. And so an 83-yard touchdown pass from Prabula to Sturgis, and Central retakes the lead 30-27. First play of the Maple Donuts fourth quarter. Can you believe it? PAT coming from Carter. And it's good, so it's with 11:51 left in the third. It is Central 31, Dallastown 27. Let's finish our scoreboard recap. It's We gave you Bermudian over Littlestown 35-21 in the fourth. The big one, D3. Northeastern 31-0 over Southwestern in the fourth. Wow, Bobcats to go to 7-0, and York Catholic about to go to 8-1. They lead Fairfield 42-7 in the fourth. We're back after this on the high school football game of the week by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
It's time again for York Mitsubishi's annual fall sales event with a great selection of 2016s in stock. Save like never before on all remaining Outlanders, Outlander Sports, Lancers, and Mirages. Rebate discounts up to $1,000 or financing as low as 0% for 72 months. Cars are priced to sell, so now is the time. And as always, every new Mitsubishi gets our famous 10-year, 100,000-mile power warranty. So stop by Mitsubishi's annual fall sales event, and we can do for you. York Mitsubishi, just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue, York.
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
All right, our Fast Signs kickoff coming, and we have a good one tonight. 31-7, Central back in the lead over Dallastown. Carter Lukaba hits it. It's an high end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line, and Dixon coming straight ahead. He's at the near hash mark at the 30, cuts to the outside. The stiff arm is finally forced out of bounds by Colin Vott at the 44-yard line. Some nice return that time by Nazir Smith. If I said Dixon, I apologize. Nazir Smith. And it's a 4th and 10 at the 44-yard line for Dallastown. So they're in good field position at their 44-yard line. Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap, a 2-play, 85-yard drive for Central. It took 36 seconds. An 83-yard touchdown pass from Cade Perbula to Tim Sturgis gets Central back in the lead here now. Dallastown ball, 11:41 left in the York Beachy fourth quarter. 4 wide. He takes the snap. Snapped it up, pressure. And go down back at the 40-yard line. First guy through there for Central that time was Miller, the defensive end, and he brings down Sparks at the 41. It's a loss of 3 on the sack, and it's going to be 2nd down and 13 from there for the Dallastown Wildcats now. It's been a game that started out all Dallastown 17-0, then 21 straight points into the time locker room, up 21. We've seesawed since then. 2 wide to the top of the formation now, 2nd and 15. They give it off to Rodney Scott up the middle, and he's spun down at about the 45-yard line before he could really get started. And it's going to be a gain of 4 as Deontay English on the tackle along with Devin Gaffney, and Gaffney is down. We've had a number of guys shaken up. It's been a hard-hitting game out there tonight, as you would expect. A lot on the line here in this Division I contest. So it will be 3rd down and 9 when we resume. Devin Gaffney being looked at by the training staff. Again tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Don't forget the good Dr. Wayne will join us from Glenrock. Wayne celebrating a birthday tonight. I think he's 94. No, not really. But happy birthday to Wayne. Great guy. And I'm the official just announcing something was at a on Dallastown. Legal formation on Dallastown, so that's going to move them back to the 41-yard line, and it will be 2nd and 15 from there. Oh, it's going to be marked off from the 41. So that play didn't go, apparently. So it was 2nd down, and in fact, 2nd down at about 18. So wipe that 4-yard run. Rodney Scott, Devin Gaffney is up, and that's good. Still being talked to by Josh Oswald and the trainers. Devin is a 6'2", 220-pound sophomore defensive tackle, and he'll walk slowly off the field, but the good news is he's walking under his own power, so hopefully nothing real serious for Devin. 2nd down and 18 for Dallas. The flag across the way, illegal formation against the Wildcats. And so they're back on 36 now with 10:51 left, and the Wildcats down 4. So we don't have a whole lot of possessions left here as we are in the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter. 2nd and 18 at the 30. Now 2 wides up the top formation. Sparks with the pistol formation is going to drop to throw. In the pocket, fires it out to Ben Ward in the flat. Ward forced out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Joey Sowers and Colin Vaught on the coverage, and they'll mark it up to the 40.
Defense.
So it's a gain of
3rd down
4.
for the Wildcats.
And it's going to leave Dallastown now with a 3rd down. The Wildcats need to convert on 3rd and long here at their own 40-yard line, and they're going to have to hustle to get this play off as well. As they huddle now, the ball went out of bounds, so stop the clock. 4 wide receivers, 2 each way. Blitz comes, and they hand it off to Scott, but Colin Vaught, a linebacker, was in the backfield, and he brings him down at the 35-yard line. They try to run the draw, and it did not work, and it's a loss of 5 for Rodney Scott, and that's going to lead a unique Zeke punt as Central had the right defense called there. They mark it at the 37, so it's actually a loss of 3.
4th down for the Wildcats.
But the blitz was there, and Colin Vaught makes the stop in the backfield. So a punt for Dallastown, and Goff's deep. Drake Pugh, no pressure, hits it end over end, is going to hit it about the 37. Takes a good Dallastown bounce to the 30, and then was hit by a kick by Ben Ward there, but they're going to mark it around the 27-20. So Central will have it there, 1st and 10 with 6 exactly left here in our York Mitsubishi fourth quarter, and Central up by 4, 31 to
Central
27.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Mark it at the 30. So for the home, the Dallastown defense needs to step up here and get a 3 and out and get the offense the ball back with time to operate. And of course the Central fans, and there's a contingent across the way. Like nothing better than to see a nice long time consuming drive. 1st and 10 right at the 30 now. Beulah will come out working out of the pistol with off behind him. 4 wide receivers on the far side as the Central goes right to left in the fourth quarter. Sophomore quarterback takes the snap and gives it to Goff. Applies Goff dove forward for maybe a yard. That was about it as Drake. See what the flag is.
The first Wildcat on the play.
Generally a hold.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty.
Here, so that'll move it back to the. It was a spot foul, but it was right around the line. So they mark it off back to the 20. So it is going to be 1st and 20 from there for Central. So Dallastown now will see if they can make use of the long field for Central and get it back. And they want them to wind the clock now, so 9:50 on the clock. New York Mids fourth for Beulah. Looks to the sideline, gets the call. He's waiting for the back judge to put his hand up. They're trying to milk the clock now. He does. That's 5 seconds on the play. Clock takes half, and fake, and Beulah kept it, and he dives out to the 28-yard line. So he picks up 8.
He's at the 29-yard line. With the tackle.
It's going to be 2nd down 12 from there for Central York Panthers. So they're going to try and run as much clock as they can here as they're up by 4 and limit the offensive opportunities for Dallastown. Ball at the Panther 28. Now Sakai Barton in motion away from us, and Beulah drops to throw. There's 3 guys on the right side. Run time now being chased. Now he's going to scramble at the 30, and he's knocked out of bounds there by William Anderson.
Around the far side. He's out past 30.
See where they mark this. Looks like it's going to be around the 30.
Puts him out of bounds.
And it is going to be the 33. That's a gain of 5. And that's
3rd
going to
down and long.
be 3rd down and 7 for Central at their own 3. 8:57 on the clock. So it's a big play here. Dallastown would love to get the stop, get the ball back in decent field. Central wants to keep this drive alive. 3rd and 7, 33. Dallastown fans come to life. Chicago in motion away from us. Bravula takes a snap, drops to in the pocket, across the middle he goes, and it was in and out of the hands. Cy Barton had the first down, 43.
Down for the Panthers.
And he's unable to bring it in, and it's incomplete. 4th down, and that will bring up a unique physique punt with 8:53 left. Barton was open and would have had the yardage. Able to corral the pass. So Carter Lukabaugh will kick it. Max Tyrell is deep. Lukabaugh gets it off. Pressure. Chings was in there. Good high kick though. Tyrell fields it at the 30. Max in the far hash. The 35 dances to the 40 and out to the 41-yard line. It's an 11-yard return by Max Tyrell, and Dallastown will have 1st and 10 at their own 41 with 8:43 left in the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter. Dallastown still down by 4 points. See if they can rev it here, and Panther fans want to see what their defense can do. Ball at the 41. Sparks out of the pistol, wide receiver each way. Connor Moore up top, Nate Downey on the near side. And they get a little counter play on. He does. The 45 is got a holding penalty. He's going to bring this one back that way. The 50 was a gain of 9, but I saw a white jersey being yanked in there, and that's going to come back to flash at the 41. That's going to be a 10-yard walk-off from there, and it'll be 1st and 20 for the Wildcats. Yeah, that was a grab in the line there, and was a little counter give to Zion DeVance. He would have had 9, but that holding penalty helped to open the hole. So it's 1st 20, the ball just outside 30-yard line of Dallastown. Wildcats down 4, clock winds, 8:28 left in the York Mitsubishi fourth. Wildcats need some offense. And Sparks takes the snap, drops to throw, 4-man rush, gets it out the flat to Donovan Catchings, who's hit almost immediately at the 35-yard line as the play made there, I think, by Darnell Johnson, who was Johnny on the spot.
Second down for Dallastown.
Mark it out at the 36, so it's a gain of about 6. And from there, it's going to 2nd down, still long for Dallastown. 2nd down, about 15. Wildcats with the ball at their own 36. Clock at 7:43 and time becoming a factor now. 4 wide receivers set, 2 each way. In line for Central, and they bring the blitz though with the backers. Low snap, picked up by Sparks, and he got by the first wave, but that was it. Gets about back to the line of scrimmage. He had to run for his life. And Deontay English to make the stop.
English with the tackle.
And they will mark it right at the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd down and a 15 from the 36 for Dallastown. So the Wildcats offense looking for a big conversion here, and the Panther defense, of course, looking for the stop. 7:05 as the clock winds. Wildcat win would mean a showdown for the division next week, or at least a tie in the division with Red Lion, and also big implications for the districts. But right now they got a Central to take care of, and they're down 4, and a snap is on the ground, and Sparks has to down to get it. So the snap never made back to him. Sparks fall at the 33-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down, and that'll bring up a punt by Unique Physique. And so the Central defense does its job, and the Wildcat offense, watching the clock tick away, more opportunities. It's still a 1-score game, so it's up to the Wildcat defense now. Pugh will get the snap, good snap, gets it off, good high kick, and Noriega Goff will take a fair catch at the 28-yard line.
Goff, fair catches.
So it's 6:14 remaining. Central has it at their 28.
Making the 28.
And the Panthers with the 4-point lead. Now we saw that the little clock last time, trying to run the play clock down. And no reason to believe they wouldn't do that again. So for the Panthers, that's what you want. The Wildcats, of course, want the defense to step up. With us here tonight on Radio 1350 and Game Time PA. Ron Ruman with you as always. And we'll get a Brown Orchards and Farm Market scoreboard update for you. It's a final. Red Lion defeats Spring Grove 42-7, so the Lions go to 9-0 in the next week showdown with Dallastown. Off to Noriega. Goff off the right side, then cuts back. Gets about 2 to the 30 before he is stacked up there. On the bottom of the pile is John Brandon. Gain of 2. It'll be down and 8
long for the Panthers.
From Central their own 42, Spring Grove 7, so the Lions go to 9-0. Northeastern goes to 7-2 with a 31-0 for Southwestern. Wow, big statement by the Bobcats. York Catholic is 8-1. They defeat Fairfield 42-7. Here at 2nd and 8, Provula takes the snap, play fake. He's going to run straight up the middle. He dives out to about the 34 before he's stopped by Donovan Catchings and Ray Christus. Gain of 4 for Cade Provula, and it's going to be 3rd down and 4 from there for the Panthers. Big play for the Wildcat defense coming up. Dover's defeat York 14-7 that rival game, so the Eagles go to 3-6. West York fall 2-7, and Suburban defeats Gettysburg 28-22. Huge game for the Trojans. They go to 7-2 and 5-0 in the league. 3rd and 4. Provula clock across the middle, and Santiago went up and made the catch right in front of Don Catchings. Nice catch by Eddie Santiago, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Panthers. That was a big one, the 48-yard line of Dallastown. And so it's an 18-yard pass completion and a 1st down for the Panthers. So they keep the drive alive and continue burning clock, which is 4:45. And again, the Panthers are going to take their time. They have a 1st down at the 48. Wildcats have 2 timeouts remaining. Provula waits for the back judge to raise his hand. Now he does. 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. Gives it to Goff. Goff at the 45. He's met right there and driven backwards by William Anderson and John Brandon.
The first Wildcat on the play.
It's a gain of
short gain, 2nd down and long.
Gain of 2 at the 46. It'll be 2nd down and 8. This will be the 6th play of the drive coming up for Central now, and they just want to burn this clock. 2nd and 8 at the Wildcats 46. Clock at 2 and counting. Provula waiting again, looking to the sideline. Takes the snap. Fakes it to Goff, keeps it, dives to the 44. Gain 2 more. Anderson on the stop.
4-yard line.
So it's going to be 3rd down and about 6 from there for the Panthers. Clock at 3:33. Central Martinsburg defeated East 7-7. Hanover leading 20-14 in the 4th. All right, big play. Provula in the gun, 3 wide. Up top again, looks to the sideline. He's got Goff in the backfield with him. Takes the snap. He's going to throw. Pressure comes. Steps away. Doesn't get a one guy, and that is Mick Medina. Brings him down at the 50-yard line. That is a loss of 6. Timeout Dallastown as they want to preserve the time they can. Now Wildcats have remaining, and it will be a 4th down and 12, so a unique physique punt to come. But 3:08 on the clock, and so the Wildcat defense gets the stop here, and it will be up to the offense in the waning of this game to see if they can make the comeback drive here on site and propel themselves to 8-1 in the showdown with Red Lion next week. Will Central get the win and stay alive in that District 3 playoff hunt? A couple of scores. Susquehannock defeats Kennerdale 50-0, so the Warriors go to 3-6. Bermudian defeats Littlestown 35-28, so the Eagles get the big win in Division 3. That should keep them in one of those top 4 playoff spots. Littlestown was the 2 seed, so we'll see next week what that does to the playoff standings. And that's your Browns, Orchards, and Farm Market scoreboard update as we with 3:08 left in what has been a dandy. Carter Luca on for our Hunters Hill, or I'm sorry, our unique punt. Tyrell is deep at his own 20. Good. No pressure. He kicks it end over end. It's at the 24. Takes a good bounce and hits Tyrell with the fall on it at the 10. Probably good he did, though, because that would have been down even further into Wildcat territory. So Dallastown will have it 1st and 10 at their own 10 with 3 minutes exactly remaining in the game. The Wildcats are down 4. So it is the Wildcats offense and the Panthers defense that are on the spot here in this one. And it has been a good one, and we're glad that you're with us here on Sports Radio 13. GameTimePA.com. 1st and 10 at the 10. 4 wides, blitz comes. Sparks is under pressure, and he goes down at the 4-yard line as blitz got through, and in there to make the sack, Cortland Sperry. Sparks down at the 4-yard line, a loss of 6, and it'll be 2nd and 16 from there. Down quickly to the line now, takes the snap. Sparks going to throw, flips it out to Tyrell. Max stiff arm at the 15, hurdles a guy at the 20, still on his feet, the 30, and is finally grabbed and pulled down by English at the 45-yard line, and he now flies late. So this could be an unsportsmanlike onto possibly as a 30-yard pass. Tyrell third catch of the official over now. A run after the catch. He actually got out to the 6, a gain of 40. Well, that'll 15 onto it, so that'll move it all the way into Panther territory as Dante English finally wrestled him down, and then in a little extracurricular after that, that moves to the 39 with 2:28 left. And a down for Dallastown. Last timeout left as the crowd comes to life. Sparks calling that play at the line. Clock will start on the snap. They've got to reset. Sparks takes the snap. He's under pressure. Stepped away from one. Flag flies. And Colin Vodka is back at the 44 with a loss of 5. Hold on the play as well. We'll have to see. And it's on Rodney Scott as he was trying to pick up the blitz. Flags at the 45. If they take it, that'll move Dallastown back to their 45. So still first down, but now Wildcats have a first and long way to go. They've got a 1st and 26. 2:24 remaining. Of course, it's 4-down territory now. The clock winds. 2:20, and the Wildcats with 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 26. The Wildcats at their own 45. Wides up one to the near side. Scott in the backfield with Sparks, who repositions him to his left. Panthers 4-man front. They don't blitz. Sparks on a keeper, but not much there. He gets a couple, and that is to the 47.
Up near the 47-yard line.
So from there, it's going to be 2nd down at about 24. Pinedo, Sperry, and Daphne. Darren Gaffney back in there for Central. 2nd and long, 2nd and 24. $1:40 left now. Clock ticking. Dallastown 3 plays left to try and get to 8-1 or keep the drive alive anyway, and see if they can get to 8-1 to face Red Lion next week. 4 wides now, 2 each way. Sparks in the pistol, takes the snap. 5-man rush, steps up past the middle to Ben Ward, jarred loose. Big hit by Joey Sauer, not loose, about a yard shy of the first down. Ward had it, but just out there hours late on the 660-pound, broke it up. It's 3rd and 24, and the Panther resort their fans across the way. Make 1:21 left. Panthers up 4. Dallastown needs 24 yards in these 2 plays to keep it alive. 80 seconds left. 2 wides each way, 4-man rush. Bring the blitz. Sparks takes the snap. They rush 4. Sparks in the pocket, looking, goes deep down the middle for Ward, overshoots him and overshoots everybody. Sowers had the best at it, so it's incomplete, and it is now fourth down for Dallastown at their 47-yard line. 1:15 remaining. Absolutely crucial Dallas pick this up because they have one timeout left. And Dallastown burns its final timeout. And, why not? You got to get this one right. 1:15 remaining. Central up 31-27. We will be at Horn Field next week as Dallastown will take on Redline. These Wildcats were hoping to be 8-1 to go in there, and for the beginning of the game it looked to be easily. They were up 17-0 in the contest, but Central, as they have done throughout this year, mounted the comeback. For the Panthers, a crucial game because if lost tonight, probably were out of the district playoffs. They hang on and win this thing and beat York High next week, as they favored to do. The Panthers may get in. They were the 8th seed coming into this week. Wildcats are the 5 seed right now, so they may need a win against Redline next week to get into the districts. Well, 4th and 24. We'll see what the Wildcats can pull out of the bag of tricks on this one. 1:15 left, game on the line. Wides near side, one to the top. 4-man rush for Central. Sparks takes the snap. Central brings the blitz. Sparks steps up, down the middle he goes. Ball's up for grabs, and Sowers has it. Ball's on the ground, and it's incomplete. Sowers had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in, but it is incomplete. And so on downs, the Panthers will take over with 1:09 remaining, and Dallastown out of timeout. So the Panthers are just going to have to kneel down a couple of times, and they will get out of here with a road win in an exciting contest between two good teams. And the Panthers season is alive, and Dallastown is going to have to back for their arch rival Redline next week. So at the Dallastown 47, the Panthers will take possession and go into that. This is called the victory formation. Cade Preview will take a knee, hand it to that at least one. It'll be second down from here at the 48. And a whistle in 55 seconds on the clock. We'll have to take one more snap, and that will do it. And Central mounting yet another comeback. They will go to 7-2 on the year. Or they will go to, 6-3 on the year. 4-2 in the league. So clock down to 35. And the knee, and that will be it.
The Panthers take another knee.
So there's your final. Central York 31, Dallastown 27. Heck of a game. Take a break, and with the Penn State York postgame after this, Sports Radio 50 and GameTimePA.com.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iacon, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iaconos, they'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right, Iaconos is the place to get it done. Iaconos, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258.
First York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 OYK.
Penn State York. Fact. Small classes, personal attention. Even if you're not sure what you want to do, Penn State York can help you choose the class, the course, program, the certificate, seminar, or degree you want. Penn State York offers 9 4-year bachelor degrees you can complete without. There are also 7 associate degrees. You can also begin the first 2 years of more than 160 Penn State majors right here in York. No matter what class you take, The national reputation of Penn State will follow you throughout your career. Call Penn State York for a 771-4040.
Hello, Maple Donuts.
Hello. Hey. Baskets.
Say baskets?
Exactly. Look, I have a pretty good deal. I'll be locating soon in Washington.
Oh, sounds nice.
We're downsizing a bit. Little white house, big lawn, adorable. Anyway, what I need from Charlie is a good supply of Baker's baskets.
Well, Maple Donuts offers a baker's dozen with every dozen Maple Donuts you buy.
You see, somebody has said she would put my supporters in a basket of delectables.
Yeah, no, I think she said a basket of
I know what she said, but I'm going to make this a positive.
I see.
I'm those champagne bottle half full kind of guys.
Is that right?
So, here's my plan. In my new home, I will place baskets of delectable donuts all around.
Oh, so any supporter who stops by could snack on a fresh, delectable maple donut. Glazed, a jelly-filled, vanilla springs.
People love them.
Ooh, sounds like a big job. Who's going to be in charge of all those maple donuts?
People are suggesting the governor of New Jersey, but I'm thinking that might not be a good idea.
Yeah, the old fox in the hen house thing.
So sad.
For local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Well, we're back at Dallastown. It's senior night, and not a happy one for the Wildcats as they drop a tough one, 31-27 to the Central York Panthers. So the Panthers go to 6-3 and 4-2, and Dallastown drops 7-2 and 4-2, and they will visit Red Lion next week. We'll have it for you at Hornfield. The Lions will be 9-0 in that one. Dallastown will be playing to stay in the district playoffs, perhaps, and the season for Red Lions, spoil the perfect season for their arch rival. Let's get our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap. Started out great for Dallastown tonight. They 10 left in first on a 10-yard touchdown run on a jet sweep by Brown. And then with 5:54 left in the first, Pugh booted a field goal to make it 10-0, and Dallastown went up 17-0 with 2:30 left in the first on a 49-yard touchdown run up the middle by Ross Scott. So Dallastown off to a great start. But then they were backed up, and Drake Pugh had to punt at the back of his end zone. The snap was high. When he came down, he lost the handle and severed in the end zone to make it 17-7 with 59 left in the second, and the Panthers were on fire from there. With 6:50 left in the half, they cut 17-14 on a 27-yard touchdown Cage Rabula to Tim Sturgis. Then after a Wildcat fumble, the Panthers drove 56 yards, and with 13 seconds at the half, Ford made it 21-17. Central took the lead into the locker room. Pardon me. The Panthers increased the lead to 24-17 with 8:02 left on third and a 39-yard field goal by Carter Lucabaugh. And then Dallastown answered with a 40-yard field goal by Pugh to make it 24-20 with 4:01 left in the third. Dallastown retook the lead on a 5-yard touchdown run by quarterback Michael Sparks with 34 seconds left in the third, 27-24 Wildcats. And Central took the lead for good on an 83-yard touchdown pass from Cade Prabula to Sturgis. 7:51 left in the game, 31-27, and it ended up. So that is your Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap, and an exciting one here tonight as Dallastown or Central wins it 31-27. Gonna take a break, come back with the Cookman Kunkel final stats after this. Central 31, Dallastown 27.
Brown's Orchards and Farm Market in Loganville was built on teamwork, commitment, and passion. For over 65 years, Brown's has been a delicious destination for hand-picked fruits and award-winning bakery treats. As we celebrate football and make Brown's Catering your tailgating headquarters. Party trays, wings, steamed shrimp, giant 2-foot subs, and more. Brown's applauds every football player, coach, cheerleader, band member, and parent for your teamwork, commitment, and passion for the game. Come to Brown's in Loganville to celebrate the big win. BrownsOrchards.com.
It's time again for York Mitsubishi's annual fall sales event with a great selection of 2016s in stock. Save like never before on all remaining Outlanders and Mirage. Rebate and discounts or financing is 0% for 72 months. All cars are priced to sell. Now is the time. And as always, every new Mitsubishi gets our famous 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So stop by York Mitsubishi fall sales event and see what we do for you. York Mitsubishi, just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue, York.
Sports walk into WellSpan Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic sports specialist is here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
First in York, first in sport. Sports Radio 1350 UK.
Wildcat Band on the field now, performing the post-game show for the fans on Senior Night. Another one of the fine music programs here in York County. And as they perform in the background, we'll get our Copeman Kunkel final stats for the Wildcats of Dallastown. Zion DeVance on the ground, 10 carries, 30 yards tonight. Rodney Scott, 7 for 63, including a 49-yard touchdown run. Mike Sparks, the quarterback, 13 carries, a net of 8 yards, and 1 touchdown. Max Tyrell, 3 carries, 14 yards, a 10-yard touchdown run. The Wildcats on the ground, 33 carries, 117 yards. Mike Sparks through the air, 7 of 17, 100 yards. And that was his passing, excuse me, for the night. Max Tyrell had 3 catches for 78 yards. Ben Ward, 1 for 4. Donovan Catchings, 2 for 14. And Nate Downey, 1 for 5. The Wildcats, 217 yards of total offense tonight. For Central, Noriega Goff, 16 carries, 36 yards. Hunter Werner, 2. Cade Prabula, 15 carries for a net of -9 with some sacks in there, of course. 33 carries, 33 yards on the ground for the Panthers. So the Wildcat defense did its job. The air, Prabula was 12 of 18 for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. So he had a good night passing for sure. Sakai Barton, 2 catches for -8 yards. That was early in the game. Eddie Santiago, 4 catches for 53 yards. Tim Sturgis had 3 catches for 118 yards, 2 touchdowns of 83 yards. Drew Anderson, 1 catch, a big one for 30 yards. Ben Ward, 2 catches, 26 yards, and a 10-yard touchdown. 340 yards of total offense tonight for the Central Panthers, who win it 31-27. We'll take our final break, back with our Sure Save Market player of the game and our York Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard. After this, we'll have the Dallastown Band take us to break as the Panthers win it tonight 31-27.
Get your football parties started with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save markets. Pick up party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Jet hot dog, Best Jet chips, and get Best Jet 12-pack soda and Best Jet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewarttown, Whiteford, and coming soon to East York at Nell's Markets Fresh Food in Spry and East Berlin, and at Wetzel's in Glenrock.
My name is Bob Innerst. I'm a Traditions Bank customer since 2008. One of the things that I like about York Traditions is that one is right here in York area and everybody's local and the decisions are made, right here at the bank. So I feel very comfortable if I need a loan or if I have a question about anything, I'm going to get the answer from the people right here. Because we live here too means that they share a lot of the same concerns that I do. I know that they give back to the local community. And it really makes a difference. They're vested here, and that's important to me. I tend to measure businesses that I deal with the level of service that I get at York Traditions Bank. I feel York Traditions Bank takes my business for granted. I highly recommend York Traditions Bank to anyone.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
County, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
Dallastown Wildcat Band performing their post-game show for them tonight on Senior Night, but unfortunately for the Wildcats, they come disappointed as they drop a 31-27 to the Central Panthers. Panthers go to 6-3 on the year and 5-3. Dallastown drops to 7-2. The Wildcats will head to Red Lion next week. We'll have the season finale for you from Horton Field. A great rivalry as always. Time now for our Sure Save Markets Player of the Game. We're going to go two ways tonight with a couple of Central players. The sophomore 12 of 18 for 219 yards, 3 touchdowns. Was picked off once tonight, but really made some big throws. Some sacks he probably shouldn't have taken, but he'll learn to throw some of those away, but really put it on the money when he needed to. And 2 of those big touchdown strikes were to Tim Sturgis, our other player of the game. He caught 3 for 118 yards, including an 83-yarder, which was the game winner when he got behind the defense. Sturgis is a big play guy for Central. He made the touchdown or kickoff return for a touchdown, which ignited this team against Spring Grove. So he's a guy that can get it done. Tim Sturgis and Cade Permula are Sure Save Markets players of the game tonight here for the Central York Panthers. Now time for our York Tradition Bank post-game score. So get you caught up on the scores from elsewhere in the league tonight. Red Lion will host Dallastown next week undefeated. The Lions over tonight 42-7, so they go to 9-0. And hope you're with us next week from Horton Field. Dallastown comes to town. Still a lot on the line for both teams. Where tonight, Hanover defeats Biglerville 2014, down big to Central Martin, and that could hurt Eastern's chances. It's West York in a big rivalry game there, 14-7 Eagles over the Bulldogs. Suburban gets a huge win against Gettysburg, 28-22, so the Trojans are now 7-2 and will do no worse than tie for the division title. It'll be their second straight division win, and that did them a world of good in their attempt to get into the district. Susquehannock gets its third win of the year, 51-0 over the winless Kennerdale. Bermudian, big win in division. Littlestown 38, so that will put them into second place in Division 3 and probably, assuming they win next week, get them into the district playoffs for sure. Littlestown was the 2 seed. They'll probably get into the playoffs if they win next week. And Northeastern goes to 7-2 with a shutout of Southwestern, 31. Northeastern was the 3 seed in 5A, so that will not do them any harm. And York Catholic goes to 8-1 as the Irish defeat Fairfield 42-7. So the Irish now clinch at least a tie for their first, I believe, in 26 years. So congratulations to the Irish. They maintain their top seed in District 3 AA as well. So again, our final score tonight. Central 31, Dallastown 27. Make sure you join Wayne McCullough at 9 tomorrow morning for Central PA Game Day. And join us next 6:30 for Dallas by the Dallastown Band. He's going to wrap it up here for my buddy Leif Johnson on the video for Game Time. Jim Hart is always pushing all the right buttons back at the station. And my partner Gareth Hissaw, who will rejoin me next week. I'm Ron. Thanks for listening, folks, and you have.
Thank you for listening to WOIK's High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Evolution, bringing you the best of the York Adams League every Friday night here on Sports Radio 1350. Listen on the go with the WOIK mobile apps and online at WOIK1350.com. And make sure to tune in every Saturday morning at 9 for Central PA Game Day with the coach Wayne McCullough, featuring the high school football scoreboard show and live interviews with the players and coaches. Get your football weekend started every Thursday at 4 p.m. It's Game Day with Game Time PA. Biggest games. Your home for local sports is Sports 1350 WOIK. First in